Yeah, good morning, everybody. The Ataris and boys of summer. That's how we start today. And yes, we are live because people are very, very confused all over Twitter.
Are they?
Yeah, because we're doing short weeks. It's vacation time. August is the time where everyone goes away. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a couple live shows this week, 3 live shows this week, and then we're tapping out for 2 weeks. And then September we'll be back better than ever. We're back.
I'm just hearing in the break. I didn't hear the show when Kevin Smith was in. He lost 85 pounds. That's great, man.
85 pounds. He was in here on Thursday, and he looks like I don't want to say he looks like a completely different person, but he looks so much younger. He looks, I mean, put a number on it. I think at least 10 years younger.
Wow, his face looks different.
Doesn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. And his skin looked good. He looked like he had energy, and the weird part is he lost 85 pounds just getting rid of processed sugar.
Yep.
He hasn't even exercised yet. He goes, that's the next step. I'll start exercising. He walks his dog a little bit. That's about it. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah. And he said just by cutting out the sugar. So over the weekend, Roland's been wanting me to watch this film. I think the guy wants to come in. It's called it's a documentary. It's called That Sugar Film. I watched it, and I think it just changed my fucking life.
Why did you realize you're sweet enough?
It's like that stupid Earthlings documentary I saw, and then I couldn't eat chicken for a while. So I think this will only last them maybe a week or two. But it fucked my head up. You realize that we're all addicted to sugar. Sugar is an evil, evil thing, and you learn that it's in everything. I never realized that sugar was in everything. I eat well, but I don't eat perfect. But I try. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me that it's in cake. I can't handle it. Don't tell me that.
Well, how about this? It's in oatmeal. I like to have oatmeal with nothing. I don't put sugar on my oatmeal. None of that shit. Just oatmeal, little milk, and maybe throw blueberries on top. And I check the box of oatmeal, Quakers, and there's sugar in that.
Yeah, but you can buy it without.
Well, now But my point is, I didn't realize that. So now what I'm going to do, I'll find the oatmeal that doesn't have the sugar in it.
Right. Well, the point of the movie is that this guy,
he's from Australia, by the way.
He went on the diet that the typical person has, where they have 60 grams of sugar a day.
40. I think the average.
Something.
I think if you're just an average person shopping and eating, you're doing 40 grams of sugar a day. That doesn't include pigging out with dessert and all that other shit. Just basic food from morning to night. Right.
But this guy didn't eat candy. He didn't eat dessert. He didn't eat anything in the movie. He ate what was considered to be healthy food.
Right. He's one of these organic guys, Jimmy. No processed sugar. A lot of vegetables, a lot of fish, that type of thing. So we decided to go on the regular diet that people do, not outrageous, just going to the supermarket and getting, the juices and the yogurts and the granola bars and all that stuff. Not pigging out. And he wouldn't allow himself to actually have that much dessert in general, right, Eric?
Right. And he had the same amount of calories that he had before he went on this sugar diet.
Right. So he's eating exactly the same amount of calories. But he added just sugar that the average person would get in the supermarket. And how many pounds did he gain?
17, I think.
17 pounds.
In 2 months.
Eating the same exact calories, but adding the sugar, the processed sugar that's in pretty much everything in the supermarket.
I'm amazed anybody's that dedicated to a documentary that you would put that weight. Like, that's confidence that you're going to lose it. Like fucking De Niro in Raging Bull, and he threw on 80.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's confidence that you can lose weight.
But if you know the film's going to be a success, then you would go for it. Imagine if the film was a Bomberoo, and then you're stuck with a fucking gut.
Now you're just fat with a big film debt.
Yeah, exactly.
And diabetes from eating all that sugar.
Yeah, 9 toes in a bad movie.
And they got all the blood work for this guy, and his liver function.
His liver was getting screwed up.
His liver was already turning to fat. His blood was shitty. And it wasn't like Super Size Me where, what's his name there?
Morgan.
Morgan Spurlock, of course, pigged out, purposely pigged out and was just, a slob about it. This guy was eating pretty much what most of us would eat and gained 17 fucking pounds. And it was an eye opener, right? You learn about the bliss factor. Did you?
Yeah.
You get to that part in the film?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Where the food
That's
industry.
been attributed to my presence. I make people happy.
The bliss factor is back on this show.
Yes, it
Finally,
is.
Yes.
the bliss factor went away for a little while.
Open the bliss factor in the morning.
We're happy the bliss factor is back.
Thank you.
He's a sweet, sweet boy.
Sweet boy.
You learn these scumbags, the food industry. They have something called the bliss factor. A guy came up with this, in the 70s, I want to say, maybe, early 70s. And they realized that you put sugar in products to the point where people really love it. And then if you put any more sugar in it, they'll actually stop eating your product.
Right.
So that point is called the bliss factor. And they push it in almost everything.
Right. Wow.
Even spaghetti sauce. They're like, okay, how much sugar can we put in spaghetti sauce where people will love it? But if we put just one more teaspoon in it, then they're not going to eat it anymore.
Yeah. So,
and that's how the food industry works, because they basically know that people are addicted to sugar and they want you to eat their product that has the sugar
What's
in it.
sweet that's got the perfect bliss factor? I haven't eaten candy in a while.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I almost did.
what? I'm trying to think what was the example in the film, the bliss factor.
let me see.
I'm trying to remember.
When I was away, I had a couple of M&Ms like the final shoot night, and I never eat candy anymore.
Right.
I probably had like a small handful, and then I saw the guy put Reese's peanut butter cups out.
Oh, God.
With the small ones, and I
Love 'em.
took 3, and I put one in my mouth, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I realized I was eating the wrapper too. It was dark, and I didn't see it, so I swallowed a little bit, and I spit the rest out with the wrapper, and I put the other 2 candies back in the bag. I'm like, "You fuck! Just stop it."
I've done that. You just suck the candy out of the wrappers.
I tried.
What, you a rookie?
I made too big a mess out of it, so
Yeah.
I was like done with it. But meaning I wanted to just shove more. The second I tasted that, I wanted more.
Yes.
But you know, there is that one scene that will haunt me forever. I'm not going to say what it is.
Why?
I'm the woodsman.
It takes place in Kentucky.
No, just do it. Give the people some material.
The
can
guy's
talk
from
about
Australia and he comes to the U.S. and he goes to this town in Kentucky.
Which is, by the way, sorry to interrupt you, but Australia, we learned, isn't as bad as America. They're bad in Australia, but we're just over the top ridiculous with our addiction to sugar in this country.
Right. This is the big leagues. So he comes here and he goes to this one town in Kentucky where people drink 12 Mountain Dews a day.
Right. They bathe in it, basically.
And we meet this guy who's 17 years old, and you see that all of his teeth are rotted out
From drinking Mountain Dew.
from drinking Mountain Dew.
And it's called Mountain Dew mouth.
Yeah. And-
Really?
and
Yes.
There's a dentist that goes around in his Winnebago and helps these people. He sets them up, pulls their teeth out, gives them dentures. It is the most disgusting thing.
Why do they drink Mountain Dew?
I think
I
that's
don't
where
even like Mountain Dew.
I think that's where it's from, right?
Yeah, it's from the.
I think that's why. And you know, Kentucky gets a bad reputation for their teeth. And basically, this film is saying Mountain Dew is one of the reasons why. And Mountain Dew has more sugar than any other soft drink.
Oh, does it really?
By far, over the top, way more than just about all of them.
I think it's a terrible tasting beverage.
Mountain Dew.
Horrendous. I never liked it.
Yeah. I never got into soda in general. I'm lucky, just because we didn't grow up with it. But
Mountain Dew, ugh.
But they said that it's so bad there that they're addicted to Mountain Dew that some of these parents, they put the Mountain Dew and other sodas in the baby bottles.
That's crazy. When you texted me that yesterday, I didn't know if you were serious or joking.
I was serious.
They actually put soda in baby bottles?
Yeah.
Is there caffeine in that too, or is it maybe the
Yeah.
sugar that makes you all fucked up?
It's both.
It's both. So
Oh, my God.
And this guy, he has infections in his mouth because it's so bad in there. It's a fucking train wreck. That,
I didn't even understand. I didn't even understand his teeth when he opened up his mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
it's like there's nubs and there's black
nubs
spots.
and there. It looks like some are just hanging, and you could just pluck them out like this with your finger.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
it's so bad in his mouth that the anesthesia for the dental work did not work.
He was 17 or 18 years old. There was so much infection in his mouth that he started pulling this kid's teeth so he could get him dentures. And they had to give up for the day. They're like, this is way more than you guys just
Think
filmed
you
it.
get bad breath?
Oh, God.
And then after all that, he couldn't complete it. And there's like, they show the blood, they show everything.
It was
and
disgusting.
He's in pain. And after all that, he still says that he would go back to drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah, and it's a known thing down there. They call it Mountain Dew mouth. Wow. And you learn, like, your mouth in general, the saliva will clean out your mouth every 20 minutes. Your natural saliva will clean out whatever is going on in there. You still got to brush your teeth, of course. But the people that drink so much soda, you never give your mouth a chance to kind of wash it out and clean it out. And that's when, it starts fucking taking over and rotting your teeth.
We used to know a guy named 2 Liter John, and I think he drank those 2-liter bottles of Pepsi. I think he drank 2 or 3 of those a day.
Wow.
Oh.
I think it might have been 2 of them. I mean it was like an ungodly amount of fucking soda.
Yeah.
I can't drink that much soda. It just doesn't taste good. It makes your mouth feel creepy.
Because you're probably not addicted to the sugar. Getting back to that sugar film. So then I tried.
So wait, what happened with Mountain Dew mouth guy? Did they fix his Mountain Dew mouth or no?
Well-
I hate saying Mountain Dew mouth. I hate it.
Well, put it in Google. I bet you some stuff comes up because this guy says it's a known thing, Mountain Dew mouth.
I never heard of it.
Well, the Australian filmmaker, I guess he didn't have a big budget because he had to give up on the 17-year-old with no teeth. That's what comes up when you put Mountain Dew mouth
Some of
into
those gotta be
the.
fake.
Look at that.
That's other stuff too, though. He looks like his breath is really not good.
No, that can't be. That looks like the mouth of a corpse. How is that possible?
Oh, my God. Oh.
See, there you go.
It blackens the teeth.
If you put Mountain
Or
Dew
greens them.
mouth in your Google search, you're going to get quite the treat today.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Here we go. I forgot we do this across the country. We got Steve in Kentucky calling in. Steve, go ahead.
Hi, guys. I'm from Eastern Kentucky, and let me tell you, Mountain Dew mouth is absolutely real. People put Mountain Dew in baby bottles, and I'm talking kids as young as 8, 9 months. And I work in a school. I'm a principal in a school, and we have to fight to keep these kids from bringing it in huge 2-liter bottles. I mean, it's unreal. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, they're saying they're just addicted to it down there in certain areas.
Oh, it's a drug. I mean, it's an absolute drug. And I think, part of it is because, we do live in a high poverty area. We do live in this, kind of the disparaging area where people, they want an escape. And that sugar is just like any other drug for them.
Right.
But don't it just doesn't taste good. It bothers me. I would get Diet Coke mouth. I like a good Diet Coke. That's my guilty
Yeah,
pleasure.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, to me, it's too sweet. It tastes like I'm drinking pure sugar. But now, the kids that are raised on it, I mean, they'll drink 10 a day.
Diet Pepsi, by the way, is changing. They're taking aspartame out of their product.
Are they?
Yeah. It's a horrendous drink, too. Diet Pepsi. Heinous beverage.
I never got into the diet sodas.
Diet Coke I enjoy, but Diet Pepsi stinks.
If I'm going to have a soda, I'd rather just have a regular one.
A regular pop.
Yeah.
A regular pop. Keep everyone honest.
Guys, got to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great one.
I thought this guy was bullshitting in the documentary, but man, you put Mountain Dew mouth in the Google search, you're going to make sure you ate before you do that. It's pretty brutal. But my point is the Australian filmmaker didn't have enough time to stick around to get the end of that scene.
Right.
It was obvious he had enough in the budget to film the dentist in the Winnebago for maybe an afternoon.
Yeah, it's like we get it at that point.
Yes. What else about the documentary? It was just
The most interesting thing is that it's not like he went out and just started eating ice cream and cake and everything and gained weight.
Right.
Because that's one thing. This is all about eating foods that you think are healthy and still they're packed with sugar and you don't realize it.
right, and like the low-fat yogurts and all that shit. There's so much sugar in there to make it taste good because they took the fat out of it. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Back in was it Eisenhower had the heart attack?
Yeah.
So Eisenhower has a heart attack, and there was a big discussion in this country. What was the proper way? Was it a low-fat diet? Or low sugar diet, basically, and the two schools were fighting it out back in the late 50s, even through the early 60s, and in the end, the low fat diet way won out. So all the food companies said, "Fuck, we know things taste better if it has fat in it. So how are we going to make our stuff taste better if we don't have the fat in it?" And that's when they started pushing the sugar in all their products.
They probably figured fat causes heart attacks and stuff.
Well, that was the argument, and then with the president having a heart attack, they're like, But some would argue the sugar is way worse than having, a little more fat in your diet. So this movie was an eye-opener. So then I'm wandering around my house, and it's just basic shit that I got, boxed cereals that are on the healthy side and yogurts on the healthy side and a little, juice drinks on the healthy side. I'm looking at all these labels and there's sugar and everything. So I attempted to, just not have sugar for 2 days. I was fucking jonesing.
So what did you eat? If you didn't eat sugar, if sugar's in everything, what did you eat?
I made some eggs for myself, and this and that, and even trying to avoid sugar, I was still having sugar, and then I was fucking jonesing by the end of I don't even think I made 2 days. I was jonesing. I'm like, I need a bite of sugar, so I found a Skinny Cow dark chocolate cluster bar, low calories, 100 calories per package. But I ate that, and then the sugar, crave went away immediately.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
You know what else was good in the movie was they have these symposiums where experts come out and they say that drinking sweetened beverages, it's not bad for you, and then they discover that those were funded by Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone's in on it. So, the Coca-Cola people get the right people that could get the study going that shows it's not as bad as you think. It's all just bullshit. Yeah. Because of the good old bliss, the bliss factor or the bliss point. I think it's called the bliss point.
Bliss point.
Right. Diet Pepsi's changing its flavor, which is really sad news for anyone who likes the taste of urine and chewable children's aspirin.
Thank you. That's my tweet. I hate Diet Pepsi.
I see it's up on the screen there.
Yeah, it's not a good beverage.
So, and then the guy got off his processed sugar in the film, that sugar film. And, lost all the weight almost immediately, just going back to his regular diet. But, he's on a pretty strict diet, though. He's a young guy that really just believes in eating everything organic.
Yeah, it's at least a lousy feeling in your mouth, too. Sugar, the feeling, it's like this weird dryness. Like, I hate the smell of my mouth after I eat a fucking bunch of sugar. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Do you ever eat, a bunch of sugar cereal,
Yes.
Frosted Flakes.
Just stop there. Yes.
Yeah. But then after that, your gums all feel weird.
Yeah.
That tingle across your whole gum. That can't be good.
Yeah. I just like the honeycomb hideout. I like hanging out there with the kids, eating some cereal.
I have a feeling some bad things happened in the honeycomb.
I do, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Get your ass bleeding in the honeycomb hideout. Great song.
I don't know if it's going to be bleeding if you got all that honey laying around, though.
Just lubricate the way a little.
Comfort for everybody. So Kevin Smith started this fucking thing when he was in here Thursday looking great. And then but that's not the film he saw that turned him on to the fact that sugar is more evil than anyone really realized, I guess.
He saw Fed Up.
Which one? Was that the Katie Couric one?
That's the Katie Couric one.
That's the next one I'm going to see.
Yeah.
So fascinating. Yeah. And then just eating sugar makes you want more sugar. So then you're not eating the proper things. So then you're having those sugar crashes all day long because you don't have proper energy going in.
And the buzz that he got just from eating anything with sugar while he was in the middle of it was crazy.
Yeah. So that's how I spent my weekend. Exciting, I know. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
Sure.
All this chatter about food is making me hungry.
It's in every fucking thing. The bliss point is what pissed me off. I was like, really? Sneaking the sugar into everything. It's on the labels, but no one reads the labels. No. And even if it says low fat or less calories or this and that, they still shoving their sneaky little sugar in there.
Yeah, I had my dumb RX bars. I brought a box of them with me. And I went through them, and it's like just dates and egg whites. I'm like, they're okay. They get me through it.
Well, that's the problem.
They get you through it.
Trying to find something that is tasty without sugar in it is almost impossible.
Sugar rules. It's lovely.
It does rule.
Tastes yummy.
Of course it rules.
Actually, when you looked at 30 grams of sugar, didn't it say that there was only 29 grams of sugar?
No, I did.
No, that was...
it was a bag of sugar. I went to just look at the nutritional information of a bag of sugar, and in a 30-gram bag of sugar, there's 29 grams of sugar.
So what's the other gram?
I fucking told you. It's probably rat dandruff. They allow that in those factories.
That. Yeah.
So 1 gram of rat dandruff, and the rest is the actual sugar.
Yeah.
That is odd.
This guy's on his 4th 20-ounce of Mountain Dew today. I got to talk to a Mountain Dew guy.
All of our listeners, hello. You're on there.
We'll take all your calls at one time. Josh, go ahead. Josh, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy. My wife called me on the other line. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. You're on your fourth 20 ounce of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I am bad, and I'll admit it. The thing is, I'm a truck driver. I don't drink coffee, so it's kind of one. It's my caffeine, but now I'm just so far into it, it's bad. And I've stopped once before, but it's the only soda that doesn't taste bad when it gets a little warm to me. Like I can't drink Coke. I think goes flat way too quick.
Right.
Mountain Dew already has a low carbonation, and I had to actually, and the worst part about it is I had a gastric bypass 4 years ago. I lost 155 pounds. I'm still down to like 160, and it's the only thing that doesn't blow up my stomach.
Jesus, how's your mouth?
Yeah.
It's I'll tell you right now, it's fucked up. My top teeth are fake, and if I don't watch out, my bottoms will go too.
So why are you drinking that shit? It doesn't even taste good.
Jimmy, it's just like, why do you...
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You're right. I get it. You're right. I can't even... Yeah, no, I understand.
I'm so addicted to it. And the other fucking thing about my teeth...
I didn't mean to laugh so hard at that, by the way.
No, he's right, though, but that's exactly it.
Right.
People are like, why would you waste money on a hooker? It's like, yep, good point.
You didn't even let him finish the sentence.
No, but I got... As soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're addicted to it.
You know, and I'm in recovery, too, so I have this addictive personality.
Yeah.
I would love just to stop. It's so bad. I hide it at my house because I don't want my kids to get it. So I hide it. We have an RV, and I just hide it in there or hide it in a cooler or wherever. So I don't want them to have it. But it's just, it's a fucking, it's almost worse than smoking, I think.
How does it make your mouth feel after you drink a big 2-ouncer?
20 ounce.
No, 20 ouncer.
Yeah.
Like right now, I should be, if this was water, I should be refreshed. I feel thirsty as fuck.
Yeah, because you're not hydrating your body. They say for every coffee or soda you drink, you got to have an extra 2 cups or 3 cups of water just to break even, I believe.
Yep.
The worst thing that could have happened to me is I saw this that wasn't a really documentary. It was like a 30-second advertising type thing. That there's some sports players that are drinking flat soda because they don't like the Gatorade, and that was the worst thing I could have fucking saw. Because I'm like, oh, they're doing it. Great. Perfect.
Right.
I don't like sports drinks or any of that stuff. It doesn't. I don't like that the Gatorade. I hate the way Gatorade makes your mouth. It doesn't refresh me. I don't feel refreshed. Give me a nice little one of these.
Water.
Right now, I'm holding dick. Right, one of these. No, but water is the only thing that makes me not thirsty.
Wait, after a workout, Gatorade does nothing for you? That's when it tastes the best.
It tastes delicious, but I don't fuck with it. No.
I don't drink a lot of it, but man, a nice grape Gatorade after a good workout, after a good sweat.
I almost had an incident. At one point, I'll discuss it. I almost had an incident at the gym yesterday.
What happened?
When we're done with this, I'll just get to it.
Oh, please. Wait, let me write it down.
Incident.
Let me write down incident. Great.
And it was a very minor incident.
All right, cool.
That I almost... It's like you ever realize you almost went to jail for nothing.
Oh, my God. Really?
Just, but you saw where it could have gone.
Did you have a dick watcher?
No, nothing like that. No.
Somebody getting in your way as you were on a machine?
No. It had nothing to do with the actual gym floor.
Okay.
Or the gym, or people in the gym.
Let me take one more call, and then we'll move on from this horse shit. Derek in Colorado, go ahead.
Hey, guys. So years ago, I used to work the overnight shift in a warehouse, and I would drink 4 liters of Mountain Dew to stay awake. Because I worked from 8 o'clock at night until 8 o'clock in the morning. And I got sick. I caught a cold, and because I wasn't sleeping because I was drinking so much Mountain Dew, my cold turned into pneumonia. And after 3 weeks off work, when I went back to work, first thing my doctor said was, no more Mountain Dew. He told my mom, and he actually sent a note to my boss saying, if you catch him with Mountain Dew, throw it in the trash. He needs to cut it out completely. I actually went through withdrawals from not getting the Mountain Dew. It was so bad.
Yeah, Kevin Smith talks about that. He goes, look, man, if you cut sugar from your diet, you're going to go through withdrawals. But if you could hang in there, then you don't miss it at all. And actually, sugar starts tasting kind of bad if you do have a little.
2 months ago, I had my gallbladder taken out, and I was in the hospital for a week. And I lost 17 pounds just being in the hospital because of, on a hospital diet. And I'm diabetic to begin with, but they were like restricted, they had to monitor my food. And every time I would place my order for a meal service, they would say, okay, well, this is how much of this is how much of that, this is how much of this.
We're listening, dude.
And if I tried to go over it, they would actually stop me and say, nope, you can't have that. So it's like for breakfast, it was like egg whites, and turkey sausage and a cup of fruit.
Right.
A little carton of milk. And I wasn't eating lunch, but for dinner it was like grilled chicken, steamed vegetables, a carton of milk, and like some little thing. And the only like bad thing I was allowed was my dessert with dinner. And even then, it was like at most, it was like a little cup of sherbet.
Right.
Oh, that was my nickname. Hooly, hooly, hoo. Hey, look, here comes the little cup of sherbet.
You got to sing the sherbet song. Hooly, hooly, hoo.
Hooly, 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 hoo. Get in here, you little cup of sherbet. Yay, sherbet.
But what's funny is since I've been out of the hospital, I've gained most of that 17 pounds back.
Oh, come on, you little cup of sherbet. Get over here. Give me a kiss. Come on, give me a hug, you little cup of sherbet.
And I've actually tried eating healthy. It's like all I eat is like for dinner is like I eat fish or chicken.
Well,
it's still just weird. But hey, Jimmy, you were saying about Coke. And
fuck yeah, do a line, buddy. That was Chip back in the gym.
You ought to research how bad Coke is.
That's terrible.
For you.
It's all terrible.
All soda's bad,
but
they're saying Mountain Dew takes the cake.
Yeah.
There's probably another soda out there that is trying to compete with Mountain Dew
I mean,
as ridiculous, but.
Well, and like those energy drinks.
Oh my God, he's still talking.
Yes, well, he's all Mountain Dewed up. This is 8 Mountain Dews in. You know, technically, the sugar really is. Sir, are you driving right now? Yes, I just did 75 through a toll booth without paying.
Your point is you don't drink the Mountain Dew anymore, and you went through withdrawals. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your phone call. My God, let's say hi to Joe on Long Island. Joe, quick. Because we got to get to Jimmy's gym story.
It's not even a great story, but I just forgot it.
Go ahead, Joe.
But when I was in high school, I was almost 300 pounds and having, probably about 24 to 48 ounces of soda a day. And as soon as I stopped drinking that shit, I was losing 2 to 5 pounds per week and just watching the weight melt off of myself. And now I can't even drink it. It's just absolutely repulsive to me. I'm in the same boat as Jimmy. I drink it. It's gross. I feel like shit for a day afterwards.
Yeah,
it's toxic stuff. You could take the paint off a car with it. So why would you want to put it in your body?
Well, or those YouTube videos where they put a rat in one and within, I don't know, a month or something, it's completely gone. Yeah, we've heard the stories. They say if you just cut out soda from your diet, you could lose, I forgot, something like 20 pounds in a year, no problem, just from that alone.
I took soda and white carbohydrates out of my diet. I lost 88 pounds just doing that. And then moving on from there, I'm almost up to 100 pounds at this point. It's years later, but now it's vegetables, grilled chicken, and just as natural as I can get it. And when I put stuff in my coffee, it's a little bit of stevia or white sugar instead of the chemical stuff.
See what I like?
Oh, you're getting tricked because we learned that in that sugar film. They're coming up with fancy names for the sugar because they know we're on to them a little bit.
It's like you were saying before with the oatmeal. It's in stuff. It's in salad dressing. I looked at my salad dressing last week. It's balsamic vinaigrette. Why the fuck is there sugar in there? It's supposed to be oil and vinegar.
Well, there's sugar and everything. So that's why my new diet is I take Wonder Bread, and I curl it up into a ball, and I drop it into a soda, and I drink the whole thing. That's right. That's right. It's called.
How did you discover that?
I just decided that those two flavors needed to be mixed, and I refused to brush my teeth after.
He's amazed at sugar and salad dressing. That goes back to the bliss point.
Yeah.
Because that product, whoever it is, they went, well, it tastes all right, but then they would taste test it with some people, and like, well, if you put a little sugar in it, we're noticing they're eating a little more or using it a little more.
Wow.
And then they find what the bliss point is, and then that's it. No more sugar, and then they throw it on the shelves for you.
Do you know what I was using for fucking shit? When I was on the thing, I was using lemon. When I would take lemon and squirt it on my... Because Kenny knew a trainer who had done that. And it was okay. It wasn't as good. No. But you go out, you order a salad with chicken and squirt lemon on it.
It's a nightmare to try to eat better.
Yeah.
I mean, in the film, because the guy's traveling around America, he's like, holy fuck, I can't even find good food
he went
to eat because everything has the sugar in it.
He went to Jamba Juice and had something that was over half of the daily recommended allowance of sugar.
In one drink. Yeah.
I don't get anyone near that stuff.
No. Anyway, we can move on. But... the headline here is Google Mountain Dew mouth.
Yeah.
and have fun with that. So what happened at the gym?
It kind of goes with this. It kind of goes with this whole thing we're talking about. I like to have after my workout. I like to have a juice beverage. That's pure vegetable. I have fucking kale and It's not the only sweet thing I have in there is a little bit of ginger, and I tell them a little bit of lemon, a small amount of lemon.
You don't put an orange in there?
No apple, no orange, or nothing.
God, I do that just so I could slam it down.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. It's all it's carrots or green. It's a sugar, but I'll eat sugar and vegetables. I can handle that.
Yeah.
And I have a nice large one, and boy, does that give me a juice shit. Nothing better than a post-workout fucking take a juice dump.
It makes everything loosey-goosey.
It really does. It gets you going, dude. It's like I'm stiff-legging down my hallway. That's how I know it's been a good workout.
Right away?
When I get home.
That's amazing.
So they had three sizes. They had the giant one, and they had the medium and the small. So all of a sudden, they discontinued the giant one. And so I had asked why, and they said, well, I don't know. I'm like, why would you tell us that we can't order a larger beverage? It doesn't make sense to me. So I wrote a letter to the fucking boss of the food place at the gym. And it was a nice letter. I was like, why are you, as a consumer, I want to buy this. I'm not trying to get something for nothing.
Right.
And he wrote me a nice email back, and he goes, well, you know what, we did it because it's not cost effective. Running a business in New York is hard, and the larger ones not as many people get, but okay, whatever, the profits weren't as good. So he said, we have to raise it to this, but we'll continue selling it if you want. So I wrote, thank you, that's great. So I'm paying more for it, but I'm getting what I want.
Right.
So I've been going, no problem. I go back yesterday at a different time than I normally go. And of course, there are people I've seen before over the last few years, but I haven't, interacted with much. So I go to order my juice. I'm like, I want the really big one. And the little mousy lady behind, she's like, we only have two sizes. And I'm like, no, you have a third size, the big one. She goes, no, we don't sell it. And I'm like, no, you do. I talked to the guy.
Yeah.
So she asked the other cashier, and she's like, I don't know. Why would you know your job? Why would you? And then they go to the guy, who I see every time I'm in the gym for years.
Right.
The manager. That dumb.
The guy with the mustache?
No mustache.
Okay.
You know the shrug of somebody who has zero interest in making the customer happy?
Yes.
The shrug of somebody who is there and is going to do the bare fucking minimum.
Of course.
So none of them know, and I'm livid by this point because I know I'm right, and I'm like, I'm spending more fucking money in your shitty place. Yeah, I didn't say that, of course. So I went over to the other people that worked the desk. I'm like, who's the manager of the whole facility? So they told me the guy's name. He was the guy I had written to. So I have the email on my phone, so I went back and I showed them the email. I'm like, this is from your boss. This is what...
Still?
Yeah. And I was holding the beverage, and I'm like, what would happen if I threw it at her? Like, I felt my hand tensing back to throw my beverage at this, and I'm like, thank fucking God I have some anger management. But I walked out of there, and I'm like, you literally would have went to jail for assault and probably gotten beaten up in the gym by, somebody who didn't like you throwing something at a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how bad your anger can get over absolutely nothing. It built. I didn't yell and scream at anybody. I was curt. I was curt. And I snatched back my little card,
Yeah.
And the other cashier's like, I'm being nice to you. And it's like, you're not being nice to me. You're not selling me the product I want. Which
I can show you through this email that you guys continue to do. I guess you got to, ask for it special, obviously.
But you shouldn't have to when it's the cup is. I'm looking at the cup.
Right.
I'm looking at the fucking cup.
Oh, the cup is right there.
Of course it is. They sell smoothies with that. Just not vegetable juices anymore. The cup exists.
And what do you mean it's not cost effective? Yeah,
I guess the amount of vegetables to fill that.
Yeah, but the dues we pay for that fucking place.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Holy fuck.
It's ridiculous.
You want to talk about cost effective?
Yeah. But anyway, the guy was nice when I wrote him. He was nice when I wrote him.
Right.
And he wrote back, he goes, yeah, we'll do it. We have to charge this much because they're a different company. So I was like, fine. I had no issue with the guy running the place. He accommodated. And everybody else got it.
You're right.
But just for three people to not know that, and then it's like you guys have been seeing me for this long, all the time. We never had anything but pleasant interactions. Doesn't it strike you as odd that I'm having an issue over a size and I'm showing you an email from the fucking guy?
Right. Proving that you guys do this.
Like, there's no ability to go, oh, yeah, this guy's here all the time.
Right.
Let's just accommodate him and then see what's going on.
Right.
People just don't give a fuck about doing the right thing. No matter how many times you go into a place, They don't. It means nothing to them. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dealing with the public has gotten way worse over the years.
And in that moment, I was a member of the public, though. I was the guy who that they would want to.
Dealing with. Sorry,
yeah.
I meant the other way around.
Yeah,
but you know what? Maybe I didn't misspoke. Maybe just dealing with the public in general is so shitty that these people are so guarded.
Because I saw them give each other a look like, and it's like
here's another one we got to deal with.
People that work at the gym. And it's like, sorry, fuckheads, but you're wrong on this one. Mm-hmm. And it's like every time a customer's annoyed, you're not always wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I was probably a dick about it. Like, I guess I should have been more pleasant. Thank God I didn't yell or scream or throw anything, but I really wanted to throw it. Like, I was that angry, I wanted to throw it.
The best part of your story, I can't imagine writing a letter or an email to a company. In a way, I wish I could.
You weren't even that mad when you wrote the letter. You were curious, right?
I was annoyed.
You were annoyed that they got
But he handled it professionally, and he got a professional response, and then he had the email that he could show the cashier to say, look, you guys do this, and they still didn't do the right thing.
And that's what's frustrating, is that they give a shit so little about, it's a policy. Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah, I really did write a douchey.
Can you read it?
Can you read it?
I know
this was at the end of May. This was the end of May. I was so angry. Dear blah 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 blah. Two different guys.
Yes.
I wanted to express my frustration.
Oh my God! Really?
At the recent decision to take away your 24-ounce vegetable drink option at the juice bar at the location. I understand this will seem like a minor point, but it's decisions like this that drive customers crazy. I am a member of the club. In between my membership fees, my training sessions, and the food, I spend a decent amount of money at your club every month. And I feel like you are just trying to squeeze a few extra dollars out of me, and I resent it. There is zero reason not to give the customer that choice unless you just wanted to raise the prices of your medium drinks. I would like to respectfully request that you reinstate the option for the 24-ounce vegetable drink since it still exists for smoothies.
Logical.
Yeah, I'm a good customer, and I would like to make that choice for myself. Thank you for your attention in this matter.
Nice.
And in fairness, he wrote me back. At first, he wrote, I am traveling and will address your concern as soon as possible. Thanks for your patience. And then the next day, he wrote me back a nice email about why he would... Would you like to hear the email?
Yes, of course. I don't want to do anything else. This is amazing to me. I can't imagine going through this process.
Dear Jim, first off, thank you very much for your feedback and your support over the years. It is appreciated. I believe that a customer who is willing to take their time to provide constructive feedback is so much better than a customer who just stops purchasing. So again, thank you for taking the time. God. But, I did take the time.
Right.
Right now, we have the customer.
Yes.
And the, what would the word be? The salesperson or the entrepreneur.
Okay.
Communicating.
Okay.
It was necessary, and I liked him. He was honest. It was necessary to look hard at costs when we revamped our juice program.
It's a whole program.
I never realized that. I just thought it was something I threw in to help me make me shit. But
let me tell you about their juice program, a little side thing. They hate making the juices to begin with.
Literally, could you bleed out into this cup? It would be more pleasant for them.
I get so uncomfortable because I stopped ordering juice from me and Jimmy, whatever the fuck. We go to the same gym. I stopped ordering my juice from them because every time you order it, they slam the vegetables down on the counter because they're so mad they have to make another one. Because they could take care of 5 or 6 customers in the same time they have to make a fucking juice.
Yeah, it's silly.
They get really mad. They throw that big silver bowl on the top and makes a loud noise.
Clang.
And then you hear your carrots and your beets and everything getting slammed into this thing because they just don't want to do
Jake
it.
LaMotta's wife was happier to serve him carrots than they are to make me a fucking juice.
I wish I knew you were writing the email because you could have said, my friend.
Yes, and I am not alone.
Right. My friend has decided not even to order juice from you guys anymore. You lost a customer.
It was necessary to look at hard costs, to look hard at costs when we revamped it. In doing so, we discovered that 24-ounce juice, and then he wrote, depending on our customers' selections, was often at a loss. We also tracked the sales, seeing less than 10 per week at this size cup. We operate the cafe and 5 Club. This was the only one offering the 24-ounce juice, so we made the decision to eliminate the size rather than dramatically increase to correct the price. However, if there's interest, I can instruct my staff to give anyone the 24-ounce size. The adjusted price will need to be $13.50. That's a lot for a big juice. But again, he said we were operating at a loss for it.
Right.
It's a business. So I wasn't angry that he had to raise the large juice one. Fine. I asked for it.
I hear you.
I said I would like it. And you know what? His basic response was, okay, shithead, here's how much it's going to cost. And I said okay to that.
I hear him being accommodating in there.
He's being accommodating.
I
He's
hear
actually
that
being very nice.
He's trying.
But that's all you ask
Jim
for
Norton,
is the
Juice
choice.
Diva.
All you ask for is the choice.
Right.
Like, if I say that's too much,
right.
Then fuck me. I won't have that juice. But I'm willing to do it because it's healthy to me. And now people call up, you should learn about your health. That much vegetable is not healthy. I know. I got it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got it. I heard you. Shut up.
They're calling you a size queen.
And the fact that you eliminated the black juice cups, I resent having to drink an opaque or clear or same word.
On the
joke.
Twitter, I got to give Jimmy_Kilbride the credit there. He's calling you a size queen.
Yes. So the guy writes, doing business in Manhattan has gotten insanely expensive, and although I got a great, but he was right. They're paying rent at the club, and it had to be cost effective. So I respected the fact that he was very honest with me, and he didn't bullshit it and say, he said, look, it's too expensive. So I understood that. He wasn't being a dick. Yeah. It's a fucking business, and they didn't sell enough to make it worth it. So to make it worth it, they had to raise the price for those that want it. That's all I ask.
Could you just keep writing him back to the point where it's just like, holy fuck, where he doesn't know what else to do?
No, I have a feeling.
Please?
I have a feeling they're going to discontinue it again because his three employees are going to say I was rude.
Right.
I wasn't pleasant, but I wasn't rude to the point. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't say any insulting. I didn't insult them. I didn't use profanity.
Did your arm actually go back?
No. Like, but I felt it in my hand. Like you could just feel the weight of it and how good it would feel fucking just leaving your hand. And I was like, I would have went to jail.
But we've all done it. Like you do, like act up, and then you feel like a complete loser as soon as it's over. You're like, oh my God, did I just do that?
The one woman I want to apologize to for being a little clipped with her again because she was, and it's like. How are you supposed to respond to that? No, maybe I should have been nicer. Maybe I should have. But yeah, it's like everyone deals with this shit every day. But customer service, and I know people complain about it here, it just stinks, dude. It fucking stinks. Nobody goes out of their way to make you.
Customer service across the board stinks. And when we have this conversation, a couple companies come up where they're like, no, they're pretty good. They're a little better. But in general, they're horrible. I don't want to deal with any of them.
No, I have to deal with the customers every night. Like, literally, I have a direct line business to the customer. In radio, you don't as much, but when stand-up, it's a direct fucking line to the customer. All the customers are drinking booze and staring at me.
And you're meeting them after the show.
And I'm meeting them after the show. So I know that if something doesn't work, like 3 or 4 nights in a row, if one bit just shits the bed, the customers are telling me no good.
Right.
But I don't, whether people like my stand-up or not, I do. The response is fairly good on stage most of the time.
Right.
So I kind of take the feedback and you work with it.
Right.
But if I literally didn't listen to any customers and I did the same jokes every night that were bombing and then weeded out the good ones, I would be on stage for an hour bombing.
Right.
And then wondering, where is everybody going?
Right.
Right.
So it's like you got to listen to when people are telling you something when you have product.
I think you got to write the guy back because he said cost effective. But if he's only selling 10 a week, that's not going to affect the bottom line.
Well, no, I understand. Yeah.
So you should write him back and go, you don't make any sense with this.
Well, that was 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago, and the juice has been flowing. The girl who you didn't think liked you, but turns out she loves us.
Yes.
She couldn't make that juice fast enough. She remembers my member ID number. She's awesome.
She was the one that would slam down the vegetables, by the way. And then she, she found out who we were, and next thing you know, she was extremely nice, and now she carefully puts the vegetables down on the counter.
Yeah, and
slices them nice instead of with the knife.
Yeah, it really was like watching ISIS make your fucking juice.
It's like, I'm serious. I stopped getting my juice after my workouts. I would go to the juice place, Juice Generation, and now press the juice press or whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to ask them for anything anymore. I'll get a banana from these fucking guys. That's it.
But as the
and
customer,
a bottle of water.
You're not being nice. I'm not saying if I'm not getting my way. But I was in the right, and I was showing you an email from your boss. And, like, if you're so detached or disinterested that you don't look at that and go, oh, you know what? And then get your immediate manager over and go, you know what? He did talk to, and the name is in the thing. And he says this. It's just you're not being nice by doing that. You're just showing up. You know, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. You're just punching the clock, and I guess that's fine. And maybe I would do that if I worked there.
I love Consumer Jimmy though, writing emails. Like, I wouldn't even know who to write to. Did you look it up on?
No, I asked somebody there. Who's an email for the person?
Wow.
If you would have heard somebody wrote an angry email that they discontinued the large juice, like if Voss came in here or somebody else came, or Bob Kelly, you would be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, you know, I got an email from a guy. I had asked, hey, if you're not listening to if you don't like the show, why do you listen to it? Not fuck you for not liking it, but I literally didn't get it.
Yeah, that's the strange thing with me as well.
Didn't get it.
Right.
Like, not, again, like I've used the example of Homeland. I tapped out immediately, and I'm done with it. It doesn't make me angry. I don't talk about it. I'm done.
You mean you're not writing the stars every day and bitching about Homeland?
I literally didn't even know that Brody died at the end of season 3. I tapped out a year before. I don't care if I blew it for anybody. It's old news by now.
You make a really good point, though.
I didn't even know.
Before you finish, I don't understand that either. Like, we're not stupid. We know people don't like us. We know that people don't like the show, but there's plenty that do. But I don't understand the person that doesn't like you, hates your fucking guts, but listens every day. That's really strange. That's so strange to me.
But I got a very few responses on that. But I got a response from one guy who he went down a list of why he doesn't like me anymore. And I read it, and it was like, literally, that wasn't what I asked you. I kind of wrote, like, I literally said to him, that's not what I was asking. I was like, why do you listen?
Right.
But I didn't write him a shitty email because he was responding to something that I had requested. So it's like, you know what? That's what he doesn't like about me anymore. And the things he doesn't like about me anymore, the way he thinks my performance stinks or this and that, he was honest. It's something I'm not willing to change. Because, well, he wouldn't believe this, but or maybe he would. But the feedback you get is if I did exactly what he wanted, I would get emails complaining exactly about the opposite thing. Dude, you're not doing this enough anymore. Why are you not?
Of course.
That's something where it's just, that's where you just can't please everybody.
Right.
Because if you do something too much, people are like, well, dude, I love when you do it like that much. If I do Chip, and this is not about Chip, if I do Chip, some people love Chip and think it's funny and go, dude, you don't do the characters anymore.
Right.
And then I do Chip, and then I'll go, but fucking dude, it's all Chip. Shut up with Chip. You can't win. Yeah, that's people's preference, and I understand that. But again, he wrote me, and I wrote him back. I mean, I didn't write him "fuck you" at all, but I did appreciate the fact the guy reached out. Again, he wrote, that wasn't what I was asking. How much I stink?
How long was the laundry list?
Hold on a second. I'll see. But again, he was answering something that I had requested.
If it was a scroll, would you would it go from the ceiling to the floor?
No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm sure if I had said please sir more, he would have really unloaded. Hey, West Coast guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he this is the list. I'll just say it from here.
Jesus.
Let's see.
Wow.
Oh, there.
It was, and I wrote him back.
Yeah.
But he likes. I think that there's parts of what he considered old Jimmy, like from the old day. But it's like, okay, and if you like, people thought I was very angry back then. And in some moments I look back and I'm embarrassed by how angry I was. Like, ugh, you asshole. And it's like, anybody out there, imagine if you had an auditory record of every day of the last 15 years or 12 years. Imagine if you had 4 hours a day of audio of your life. Now, again, I know that's our job, but there's times where you're going to sound brilliant. There's times where you're funny, and there's times where you're a cunt. I mean, that's just the way life is. So if I was that guy all the time back then, people would be going, I can't listen to this asshole. He's angry all the time.
Right.
There's people who like it more now. There's people who like it. That's something you just can't win. So what he wrote, I felt was legit from his point of view, but I can't be that guy. And it's not that I've sold out or, I just feel like, it's like you just change how you are. And guys act like you don't change either. Like,
right.
How many of you that were fans, say, 10 or 12 years ago. How many of you are doing the exact same shit you did 10 or 12 years ago? You're not going out on a Tuesday night and getting drunk anymore because now you're married with kids. It's like your lives have changed, but you get weird with us if our lives change.
I'm glad you made that point, because that is absolutely true. People that they change in their own lives, and now they don't like what you are doing because it doesn't resonate anymore like it used to in the old days. And then we're changing as well. When you do a radio show, it's ebbs and flows, man. It is. People tap out like, fuck you. I like the old version.
Sure.
I liked when Ant was here. I like the NEW days. I like the AAF days. I hear it all the fucking time. But then you get new people going, no, I kind of like the new version of the show. And then those people after a while, like, they've changed a little bit. I don't like it as much. And it's so fucked up. I think people are coming and going all the time.
Sometimes you don't represent what you used to represent to people. It's almost like when you see musicians and they look old. Like when I saw Kiss in 90, and I'm sorry I compare myself to Kiss, but when I saw Kiss in 90, I think Jeff Ross and I went in 96 when they did their first reunion. Jeff and I drove to Philly because we're both huge Kiss fans. And it was amazing to see the four guys, but they looked older. And they had the makeup, and it didn't feel the same.
Right.
Because it made me feel older.
Right.
And sometimes what you're doing makes people feel older. So if I don't change, people I used to resonate with, I don't resonate with anymore because you guys have changed.
Right.
You're married now. You have children.
Right.
You know, you don't want to just hear about me with a tranny or a hooker anymore because, all right, that part of my life is different now. I don't give a fuck, Jim. I'm not single anymore. I'm not interested.
Right.
But if I talk about, like, yeah, I'm going to the gym and I'm this or I'm that, or I'm not saying you're a cunt to every person that calls up, someone who hasn't changed, someone who's kind of still in the same vibe they were in 10 years ago, it's like, what the fuck? You've changed.
Right.
It's like, if I don't change, I'm a piece of shit. If I do change, I'm a piece of... It's like you can't win in everybody's eyes.
Today we'll get shit because we talked about sugar.
Yes.
Right.
Say the show changed.
I'm not even bitching. I'm just saying it's
used
hard.
to have strippers in there. Now they're talking about eating too much sugar.
Well, that's an email I'll actually write. Yeah. I would like some more fucking box in here, to be honest.
But I'm glad you brought that up because not only very good, not only are we changing, you know, the listener has absolutely changed as well. And it's you know, you try when you do a radio show to keep the masses happy. You try your best, and you know. That'll be up to the people, because as soon as we don't, we're not talking to the masses anymore, we'll be out the fucking door.
Yeah, it's like, you think I don't want you to enjoy the show? Like, of course I do. Like, that guy who wrote the email, as much as you don't like, no one likes to hear unpleasant shit about themselves. But it's like, I wish he didn't feel that. Of course you do, because I'm a performer. As much as I'll say, like, I do what I want to do and I have to feel good about it, the bottom line is, my job is I am basically to do you ever remember the MASH when Charles one of the a genius, it's a genius episode. Okay. It's called Dreams. It was from 1980 and it showed you the dreams of these doctors. And it was really brilliant to show you what their greatest fears were and these weird dreams that they had. Really chilling and a weird thing for a comedy. And Charles Winchester, you know, Charles Winchester, the cunty, was doing this one where his dream, because he was this fucking Boston surgeon, his nightmare was that he was performing surgery. And then all of a sudden he realized he was just holding some sparklers and doing it like it was all a performance and it was empty or it didn't work. And it's like, that's what we do for a living. That's what being a fucking radio guy is, or a comedy. You're just fucking dancing and tap dancing for people. That's all it is. That's all this shit is I am basically dancing for people.
And you hope they give you 15 minutes.
You hope that they like it. That's it. I want you to like it.
In radio, you're only hoping that someone sticks around for 15 minutes. That's what this comes down to in the end. If you're listening way more than that, God, I want to give you a fucking hug. But the average person, you know, 15 to 20 minutes on their way to work, if you're lucky, they'll give you 15 or 20 minutes before they maybe tap out and go somewhere else for a little while, or, you know, throw on some music or whatever, or they're distracted by their commute. You want them to focus for a lousy 15 or 20 minutes a day. That's what we're hoping for from the average listener.
But no matter what you do, like, because when I read what that guy said, I've gotten emails with literally the exact opposite, either requests or points.
How about writing your Twitter feed?
You can't win.
Thursday's show was, I thought was pretty terrific. You got, you know, Sherrod Small's amazing. And the next tweet is Sherrod Small sucks. Like, right next to each other. You know, you can't win. But you have to
can't.
have a feel for this and feel like, all right, doing it this way is sort of working as far as bringing in the most amount of people possible.
And what you feel good doing, like, it's like.
By the way, I don't think Sherrod Small sucks.
No, of course not. But
No.
That was the dumb example I was using.
I
thought he killed it last week.
If you don't like what you do, I would. It's like it's all I can do is what I enjoy. It sounds stupid, but all you can do is perform the way you think you should be performing in the moment. And some people are going to like that, and some people aren't. And you have to be open to criticism.
Yeah.
And again, I asked for it, and he wrote, and I really considered what he said.
Right.
Like, okay, is that accurate? And no, I like doing shit. Like, he doesn't like the characters. And he thinks, oh, you're doing it for this reason. I'm like, no, I just enjoy it. It's just a silly part of my personality, which has always been there.
Right.
I didn't do it maybe as much when we first came back on the air, but it's been a part of my fucking personality off air for years.
Well,
That's who I am.
And I also
Weirdo.
I also had to learn how to communicate with Chip. Because I was the guy that would just kind of tap out of that. Not in any. I didn't.
It's a weird thing to communicate with when your friend that you know is talking in a weird voice.
Yeah, I didn't.
I understand. That's an odd thing.
But I made this point to you. It wasn't that I disliked the characters. I just didn't know how to interact with them. And then, this new version of the show, I realized, oh, wait a minute, you got to step up, dummy. These characters need someone to talk to. So, I'm still learning how to do that.
But it's a weird thing.
We don't take this lightly.
No.
Those idiots out there. I mean, soon as this company thinks the show sucks, there's no charities around here. They fire people every fucking day. If we suck, I'll know, because that day will be, get the fuck out of here with your boxes. They're not keeping us around because they're nice people.
Yeah.
So.
No, they're definitely not.
No.
They're not. They have no attachment to us. Much the way a lizard won't have an attachment to the person who feeds it.
Right.
They just see a big dumb hand coming in with a fly attached to it. That's the way it is here.
I actually ran into Scott Greenstein last week when I was leaving, and he goes, I heard you were giving me the business or whatever the corporate speak was.
You mean it wasn't, hey, I'm sorry you didn't get your photo? It was.
I went to him. We were at the elevators. I'm like, yeah, I really wanted that, and he actually said to me, well, there's always next time, and I'm like, you were the guy. What do you mean there's always next time? You were the guy. And then Sirius on, I think, their Twitter account, they showed in the fishbowl the whole band, just a solo shot, all four guys. And I'm like, I was telling my wife, I'm like, oh, you know how I was 20 feet away from that. All he had to do was go, come here.
Yep.
It would have taken probably a third of a second.
It's one of
his time. A third of a second.
Yeah, this is one of our bigger hosts. Right. Oh yeah, sure, man. It's such a silly.
Are you still talking about this?
Yep.
Sorry.
But it really is messed up that
there it is. That's the shot. Look at that. And look, there was a space for me between Larry Mullins and Adam Clayton.
Yep.
I would have fit in there perfectly.
They could have done it. It's a stupid little thing, but.
And he goes, there's always next time. I'm like, there's not always. That was the time.
He'll do it next time.
There won't be a next time.
There will be.
The U2's not coming back.
They'll come back.
They're coming back for a tour, but they're not coming back in this building.
They're not going to be in a fishbowl 10 feet away from a young Gregorio.
Thank you, sir.
The chance was there. He didn't care. He didn't want to do it, and that is the end of it.
I think he cares.
I've come to accept that. But I know that when I eventually leave here, this place, there's going to be no negotiation. You understand? Like, I know it's not going to be, I'm going to leave. They will not give a fuck. I'm under no illusions. That, to me, I learned so much from Jackie the Joke Man. Like, I really did. Jackie the Joke Man changed my life when he. And again, I don't think I've ever asked Jackie about this, or maybe we've talked to him. But the rumor was that he wanted X amount of money from Howard and didn't get it.
You're being polite. That is exactly what happened.
No, but I mean, I don't know if Jackie had different reasons.
He told me personally.
He wanted X amount of money, they wouldn't give it to him. And so he kind of held out a little too long and left. And then I think he wanted to come back, he couldn't. And I'm, again, that's just the story as I know it. But I realized that that was before I was even with you guys. Or around the same. You're never bigger than the gig. Like, I know they will let me go. I have no doubt in my mind. And I'm not saying that a false humility negotiation tactic. If I say, they'll go, goodbye.
No, it's the same.
And they'll hose it off and fucking and redo it.
It's the same with me. It's none of us.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I have zero.
So don't worry about it. When we officially suck, not because you think we suck.
Yeah.
When we officially suck, that means, the masses, the majority really fucking hate this radio show. We will be out the door, and then you can throw your little party. But until then, I guess we're doing all right for these guys.
Or they'll just look at the numbers and go, how many it's like they'll look at us the way they look at a faulty airbag. Will the lawsuits from this faulty airbag outweigh the cost of us recalling the vehicle? Will Jim Norton leaving, or whatever, Opie leaving, whatever it is,
Right.
will we lose enough people to make this a cost-effective move? That's all they, and again, it's a business, that's all they should care about.
Right.
I'm under no illusions about them giving a fuck if I'm here or not.
But this show is the large juice. Am I right?
Yeah, basically they probably feel like they'll accommodate a few people, but they lose money on it, I guess.
Where are you at with sausage? Yeah. Where are you at with the Jimmy Dean sausage?
Well, you know what the difference is between that?
A lot of people saying it sounds a lot like the Jimmy Dean sausage phone call.
We're big people. The difference is, though, that's a packaging decision in a distribution plant. Like, I wasn't asking them to ship me juice. Like, that's a corporate decision at a different level than this little local cafe in a gym.
Right.
The Jimmy Dean sausage with big people is asking you to change a marketing plan that requires people in a factory somewhere else who have to put it in a box and load it on a truck and put ingredients in it. It's a different ball of wax than, hey, there's the cup.
Yeah.
Can you put 2 more beets in it?
Yeah, that's all you wanted. Well, I just imagine that guy when he went to the supermarket that day and saw that his sausage was in smaller packaging. It was the worst day of his life.
Excuse me, miss, where's the bigger package of sausage? Could you check the back for the sausage? I guarantee. And they're like, that's all we have. Could you check in the back? They don't have sausage. And then he went somewhere else. They're like, nah, Jimmy Dean's only making sausage in this package size. That couldn't be right. My family. He bored somebody at the store with that. Yes. At the second store he went to, he's like, my family and I are big people. You've seen us in here. We eat big pack of sausage. I know. I tried to tell him, but they wouldn't listen. And then he called up and gave the greatest phone call ever.
You know what? We got to play it into break. Most people have heard it.
Yes, I don't
give
disagree.
a fuck. I think I could hear this another 100 times before I get sick of it.
And I think we will.
What's the polls? Has Trump lost a few numbers there?
He's way ahead. He's still
I just saw him tied with Bush on MSNBC.
We'll talk about the debate. I don't think Trump looked amazing in the debates.
I'm kind of mad we weren't here the day after the debates.
That's all right. Now we'll just talk about it. Let it go stale, then bring it back.
Ah, Christ.
Freshen it up.
All right, we're going to do the sausage complaint call into break here. When we get back, young Pete Davidson's coming back. Very excited.
Oh, good. Pete's a good boy.
We're going to try to squeeze some Pete Davidson in before he goes back to SNL. He's here. And his old pal, Mike Bocchetti. I guess, whose mom? Pete Davidson's mom would pick up Mike Bocchetti and Pete to go do comedy together.
Right.
And we got to ask Mike Bocchetti about possibly getting lost in Montreal and the panic tweet from Artie Lang. We got a lot to cover.
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Pete. He's doing good. Thank you. I should be on SNL.
And we got envelopes today. Every once in a while, we get envelopes. I got a big box in the corner here. I'm gonna.
What's her name?
And one of the boxes labeled for you, Jim Norton.
Ooh.
And we might have to talk about Caitlyn Jenner in a bathing suit. Are we supposed to say she looks sexy and beautiful? Really? Are we supposed to say that? Or they'll crucify us? It was fucking disturbing. You're allowed to say that, right? See? No one's talking.
I haven't seen the picture.
I didn't see the picture yet either.
You didn't see the picture? Travis sent it out over during the group email that we all get every night.
Travis was probably pounding his pud to it.
His pud. We'll do a lot
I'm
next.
looking right now.
You want to go cold on this? Give me your reaction.
Okay, wait. Give me a sec. I just lost. Give me 1 sec. God damn.
It's up on the monitor, Justin.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner's ass looks awful.
Horrendous. That's an Olympic athlete's ass?
Caitlyn Jenner just looks like any old woman would look.
That's
Actually, you're right.
Is that Rula Lenska? That's what it looks like. Fucking.
Wow.
Jesus. It does look like a middle-aged woman.
And look at the Daily News. They're such pussies, and they do some shitty stuff in their paper. Go back. Look at what they write. Caitlyn Jenner's best style moments. Move over, Kim Kardashian. There's a new girl in town. See the many stylish looks of Caitlyn Jenner. Move over, Kim Kardashian? What are you talking about? Caitlyn Jenner.
What happened?
Oh, yeah, go back. I just want the bathing suit picture. Whatever. We'll do more of that after the break, State.
Okay.
Little 12-ounce goddamn roll of sausage supposed to feed your brother and me and you 600 pounds of men, at least. You get my point? And the two girls, and they put it in that fucking pussy roll of sausage. Son of a bitch. Somebody needs their ass kicked. Some little consumer geekaroid fucked this shit up. Save money. Yeah, save money. Save money. So fuck, I'm going to eat, goddammit. Randy Taylor. I don't know where you people come from. I don't know if you test your products, your quantity of your product. Your products are very delicious. Love your sausage for 30-something years, but I can't take and feed a family of 5 on a little 12-ounce roll of sausage. I don't mind paying you more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage, but you don't have it anymore. You've got a 12-ounce roll, and you've got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece, a woman that's a little plump Scotch girl, and a daughter who's 13, and you're going to try to take a 12-ounce roll of sausage and a couple of dozen eggs and feed that. It ain't going to work, and I'm not going to purchase your product anymore or ever again. And as far as your 16-ounce and maple and sage, I don't eat that. I'm not from the north. I'm a Texas man. Jimmy Dean sausage is for southern people to eat with the breakfast, with the fried eggs and the T-bone steaks. And I can't see going to a little 12-ounce package to feed 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not going to buy 2 of those 12-ounce packages just because you want to downsize and charge the same goddamn price. I'd sure like a reply, and I'd sure like you to go back to your 16-ounce package on your regular sausage, because I'm not going to buy it otherwise ever again. I'll just have my own damn sausage made like I used to 30-something years ago. It's not as tasty as yours is, but it'll work. Goodbye.
Doing a couple more shows this week. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and then we're going to tap out for 2 weeks, and then September we'll definitely be back on a much more regular schedule, but it's time to take some time.
I'll be in Seattle this weekend, and then we're off next week, so I'll be in Houston and Dallas the Friday, Saturday.
Right.
And I'm not. This Thursday, I'm not going to be here. I'm flying. I didn't know that. Kenny City Liberty. No, I didn't know. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
I thought we flew Thursday afternoon, but Seattle's a weird market. It's like hard to
you
get
got to get out there.
And I've canceled DC, by the way, in December, whenever that was. That's been canceled and is being rescheduled.
Okay.
Because I'm with a new agent, and he was not happy with some of my choices.
Oh, really?
No.
So he's rearranging some things.
Yes, he is.
That can only be good, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I have total faith. He knows what he's doing.
All right. I was going to give out Steven Singer's website again, JimNorton.com for all his dates. It's right up there. I'm looking at it right now. It's beautiful. It's nice. Let's get Mike Bocchetti in here. Also, Pete Davidson right around the corner. I saw the debates, and then I was mad that we didn't have a show the next day, but sometimes that just happens.
You know who looked good? I thought Chris Christie and Rand Paul both came off good, only because they had stats ready, and they had, you know what I mean? Chris Christie defended what he did, whether you like him or not. I thought he at least sounded good in the debate.
Yeah, he held his own.
And Trump just kept saying the same thing.
Well, the problem,
about America's losing. All right, I got that. I'm fine with that, but just give me some numbers.
The problem with Trump, when you hit him with a real question, he doesn't have an answer yet. You know what I mean? But he could beat the shit out of you, though. He has no problem saying this guy's terrible, he's awful, he stinks. But then you ask him, well, how are you going to fix the economy? And he just goes, we're losing to China. And it's like, okay, but what are we going to do to get past China eventually?
There was a guy who asked him a direct question. He goes, you said you had proof the Mexican government's doing this.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, Mr. Trump, what is your proof? And he was just like, no, and he just kept steamrolling. And it was like, that was where you should have actually given the answer. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're going to be the guy who's different and the guy who's not them and tells it like it is, that's awesome. And I'm supporting him. Right. But you got to give real answers like that. Because right then, when you do stuff like that, all you're doing is being one of them.
Right.
You're being the guy who's different, who says anything, and then when you don't have the answer, you're turning into one of them.
He's got to start talking some policy and actual things he wants to get done. And if he doesn't, you're going to start seeing him just slowly lose numbers and fade away.
I'll tell you where he made a mistake too. I thought at the end, like I realized, like people like to hear some kind of a positive. This is what I'm going to do at the end, and he's just going, "We're in trouble. They're beating us. They're beating." And I'm like, "Nah, that's not the way I'm feeling about it." Like,
yeah.
But who knows?
So I think it's a slow fade is how this ends, because I've been thinking about that.
Excuse me.
And I thought he was going to say something stupid, but he's saying stupid shit not for me, but for the masses all the time, and it's not affecting his poll numbers. I think if he doesn't start talking policy, you're going to slowly see his numbers dip and then fade away.
Well, I just saw now on CNN, he came out today to talk about foreign policy. But the thing at the debate, which I actually didn't really...
There's no way that's your hair.
It is completely my hair.
That's so fucking distracting.
It is my hair.
I don't even know what you were saying. I was just staring at your
I'd like
hair.
to fucking brush it with that bat that they used in Escape from New York.
It's totally my hair.
The nail through it.
Look at it. But what? And now everybody on the internet just says I have a wig. That's all I have.
Well,
you got a great head of hair.
Thank you.
How about you
should lift the mic up.
How about you get
30
your
years
lips,
in the business? There you go, buddy.
How about you get your lips at least 4 feet from the mic?
Mike.
That would be nice. Let's start there.
Oh, Jesus.
What's up, Mike Bocchetti?
Hi, guys. Great to see you guys. Thank you.
What did you think of the debates? Did you watch?
I don't watch those bobbleheads. They're fucking babbling about bullshit. They're going to fuck a lot of people over, I'm sure.
Well, okay.
Can I make my point now?
Oh, I forgot.
my wig
I really did
distracted.
forget. I was just staring at your hair.
My hair looks good, though. You don't think it looks good?
There's too much of it or something.
I'm growing it out.
Something doesn't make sense.
I had it cut real short for a long time, and I'm growing that out again.
All right, continue.
What I did not like, all the questions to Trump were really unfairly against him. You know, like they didn't bring up with Chris Christie the George Washington, him closing down George Washington Bridge and all that stuff. But for Trump, it was you sexually harassed this person or you said this about this, and so then that makes him come out swinging.
Here's why, though. I thought about that. He has no policy record to go on. They asked about his bankruptcies and stuff like. Trump's the guy who has no record, like meaning of he's not a politician. He's never been elected. So they're like, what are they going to ask him? That didn't annoy me as much.
That's a good point, Jim.
I thought Megyn Kelly came after him a little bit more unnecessarily. I don't think she was that bad, but it's like, all right, we know it was more than that, Mr. Trump. But it was like, what else are they supposed to talk about? There's zero record of public policy.
I absolutely felt like she went a little tabloid.
A little bit.
I do.
And he responded accordingly. I don't think he's against women. I don't think it was an attack on women.
No.
What he did, and these idiots on all these news channels, saying it absolutely was an attack on women. I don't think that at all.
But I do. But even like when you're talking to Jeb Bush, and they were and Jeb Bush had to say that we went into Iraq based on the wrong information. That was his brother that brought us in there, and they weren't holding his brother's actions. Like, do we really want another Bush? Are you going to make the same mistakes your brother did? But for Trump, they did come at him like that, which does make him more aggressive than the other people. And then they're like, oh, look at Trump, he's all this and that.
Right.
I thought they baited him a bit.
No, the Marco Rubio, he is not for abortion whatsoever, right?
Correct.
Because I got into it on Twitter a little bit yesterday. Like, even if you're raped, he would insist you have the baby.
Yeah, he's a real cunt. But his whole thing is, I'm protecting the life and blah, blah, blah. But again, if you're raped, you have to have the baby. Or if your father fucks you, you have to have the baby. The guy's he's just an unreasonable twat.
That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah. A guy like that, like, it was almost like, you never want to, you don't want to wish rape on another man. But it's almost like, I wish that somebody would fuck his ass. It's the end of my statement. No, but it's like I wish somebody would forcibly fuck his ass and then make him carry the load around in it. But the first thing he would do is go in there and scoop his asshole out if it got raped. That's the first thing he would do. You'd go in there with 2 fingers and you'd scoop out that fucking poison.
Yeah.
Carry it in your asshole, stupid.
Yeah.
That's not the best political answer, but But that's what it's equivalent
It
to.
sounds like it fits the question.
I slightly changed on abortion. There was a time I didn't think it was a big deal whatsoever, but then when you start having kids, it's a little rougher to think, wow, oh God. But I still think the woman should be able to fucking choose. My God, it's not up to me.
If you
and to go all the way like he's doing and saying, no, I no matter what, I would want the woman to have the baby. That's nuts.
You're just a piece of shit if you think that way. Like, again, pro-life is pro-life and whatever, man. You're against abortion, okay. I guess that's how you, whatever, your religion, or you just don't, you think that life starts, okay.
Right.
But if you think that a rape victim should be forced to have a kid, I literally wish somebody would put their dick in his mouth and make him, then come in his mouth and then say, now carry it around in your mouth. Not for 9 months, that's unrealistic, you'll have to eat. Carry that load in your mouth for an hour.
Right.
Carry it in your mouth, stupid, and then see how you feel. The first thing you're going to do is spit it out and rinse your mouth out to get rid of it.
You want to be done with that immediately.
What a fucking asshole.
So I thought that was way more disturbing than anything Trump said. But Trump had all the headlines once again.
Yeah.
With the blood comment. What was the comment about there was blood coming out of her?
She was bleeding out of her ears and wherever else.
She was bleeding out of her eyes.
Oh, eyes, sorry.
I
think he said cunt. Did he say cunt? Oh, no, he said her C area.
Look, now he's lying. He's playing his game, too, because he absolutely meant that she was on the rag. I mean, come on. Of course he meant that.
He has to backtrack.
And that's okay. I think that's okay to even say that.
That's not
Women
really,
get periods.
Is that really presidential? Like that? You want the president's got to be I like ballsy, but that's a little like.
I don't think it. But I mean, is he really going to be our president? I mean,
I don't know what's going to happen.
Well said, Mike.
No, we're talking about abortion, right? Like you said, I don't believe in killing people, but when it comes to rape and stuff, that's fucking make the woman have the kid. That's fucking.
You don't
insane.
believe in killing people? What's wrong with you?
No, I'm saying
Most people believe in killing people.
Normally, if some woman just wanted to abort, I'm like, no. But if the rape, yes, you know what I mean. That's fucking insane.
You're incest. Like literally, if your uncle fucks you, if you're say 16 or whatever it is, and your uncle sticks his dick in you and comes. This fucking piece of shit thinks that you should have to have that fucking load in your body for 9 months.
Now, we're sure about this. This is pretty much what he said, right?
If you're against it in rape and incest, because that's what these zealots say is where life begins. It's like a human life. And like if that's the way God chooses to deliver a baby, like if God goes like, I kind of want this kid to be born, think I'm going to have your uncle throw a load on you with his hand over your mouth.
Right.
Well, then you should kind of tell God to go fuck himself, shouldn't you? Like, shouldn't you say to God, like, your gift is shit?
Yeah.
I'd rather not have this?
Yes.
Think if someone sends you clothes you don't want, don't you return them for a shirt you like?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you should do here. I'm going to vacuum this gift out. Thanks a lot, Lord.
Thanks a lot, Lord.
I think God had a laughing fit when he made us.
What? What does that even mean?
I think God had a laughing fit when he made us.
Why? Go with that point. Let's go,
Yes.
Mike.
No, because
Not at this point he didn't.
No,
At this point he had to fucking turn the channel fit.
No, he was laughing his ass off when he made us, Jim. I'm sure he was like.
Really? Okay.
I think he definitely was. He was like, look at these two guys. I want to mess them up a little bit and have people goof on them for a while and, you know.
No. I don't think so, Mike. I don't think God looked at me and went, I'm going to make this guy. I think that I just fell out of my father's fucking nuts.
No, but I think he couldn't stop laughing when he made us for some reason.
So, so he has a sense of humor, this guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what you're saying? I'm like, I love you. I just want to hug him.
I do too. Kind of the way Johnny Ola got hugged.
Oh, with the
yes,
choked
exactly.
to death.
Yes.
Oh, he choked him with
a Jimmy's hoping to get choked
hanger.
to death.
Looked like from Robin Hall.
Exactly. Yes. Speaking of the God thing, when these candidates bring too much of that God into their talk, I'm out.
I just hate them for it.
I'm out. I mean, most likely I won't vote again, but I mean. That's a major turnoff when they inject too much of that God into what they're saying.
Opie, my motto is God's the boss and we're just loyal employees.
It's an amazing motto.
No, it's true. I don't want to mess around and go and burn in the pits of hell, you know?
Can you put that on a T-shirt?
Or a bumper sticker?
Yeah, I love that.
Can we sell that on Opie's website?
Sure.
Give you a taste.
Yeah, I love that. God's the boss. We're just loyal employees.
Yeah.
God's the boss. We're just loyal employees.
Loyal, but not everyone's loyal.
Well, some guys are gonna have to pay the price for them one day. You know, I can't answer from only me. I think.
What happens when you die, Mike Bocchetti?
Well, you meet. Well, I don't think God
you do
looks
the Late
like.
Show.
Jim, Opie, I don't think God looks like the European version of us. You know what I mean? It's like the Euros made him look like that. I think he'd be more Mediterranean, more like Middle Eastern looking for sure.
Uncircumcised.
I don't know about that one, Jim.
He would be unclipped, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you realize if God was a man, if he
It could
came
be a
back,
woman too. I'm not saying that.
I know, understandable. But if God really was a living person, there was one point where God literally was like, "Where's the bathroom? I have to shit." Does that make you comfortable?
No, but he could
And
do
Christ
anything
at
he
one
wanted.
point
Jim.
was like, could you hurry up in there? I have to shit.
No, but he could crap any place you wanted to. You know
No,
what I mean?
but he didn't. He never heard that. There's not in the Bible. There's no books.
So if God was a real guy, he would be waiting online to use the bathroom.
Meaning that's
No,
that's
he'd never wait for anything. It's
No,
like,
I know, but he's
or Muhammad or any of them, any of the prophets, literally, like that's the person you're worshiping and listening to. Somebody that actually went like, "Hey, you almost finished in there."
No, he'd never have to wait.
Where are you? Is everyone on?
Yeah, but who's he saying that to?
Whoever's in the bathroom ahead of him.
Who would that be?
Not now.
One thing that
No, but
annoys me
just
though, Jim,
guess.
is like with the Vatican. I don't care for that kind of stuff because you know what? Number one,
Hey,
right?
Peter, you finished in there? Give me a second.
No, we don't have to wait. He's like in charge of everything. You know.
No, but when Christ came in, and when God came in human form and as Jesus, he was a man. He suffered the same fate as a man. He had the same problems as a man. Of course, no one wants to believe that he fucked Mary Magdalene. But he
I
had
don't
to
know,
shit.
Jim.
You don't think God shit while he was here?
No, but he probably had his own like personal toilet. You know what I mean? Like anywhere he wanted.
No, he didn't. He
you
was
know?
like they crucified him.
No, but the
Like
thing is,
literally, if you have enough juice to have your own toilet back then,
Yeah.
you're not
but-
getting crucified.
Jim, he could have like sent down 1,000 angels with machine guns to wipe them out if he wanted to. You know what I mean?
Why am I having this discussion? Where do I go with that?
No, but Jim,
He could have
listen
sent
to me.
down 1,000 angels with machine guns.
Yeah.
Why don't we
All
just,
right, I just hang my
He
hat up
could've,
on that
like-
one.
Why don't we just read a Dr. Seuss book to Mike?
No, but the thing is, right? Opie, sincerely, the thing is, like Jim said,
Sincerely, what?
God came here in poverty. But the thing I don't like about the Vatican is, why the hell do you need like $80 million worth of fucking artwork, and the Pope has like a $6,000 watch in his hand? You know what I mean?
Give it to the poor, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
They're closing down churches all over Manhattan. How do you feel about that?
It's horrible. They should. Why don't the Vatican pull them out of the jam? They got the cash.
They got the
Look at the
cash.
church. They don't pay taxes. Give that land to someone that's going to fucking put money into the city.
Right.
I know,
I know.
the churches do a lot of charities. There's a lot
No,
of
but
good
Jim,
people.
how come God didn't have like one Roe be well for 33 years, and the Pope has a $9,000 watch? I don't get it.
The Messiah, whoever your Messiah is, whether it's Christ or Muhammad or whatever it is, that person came in human form.
Oh, yeah.
And had to shit. And I'm going to keep harping on that because the next time you're in line for a toilet at Starbucks and you're like, I might shit my pants, you're worshiping someone who also went through that experience. That's hard for me to swallow.
Right.
That I'm worshiping a guy that would knock on the door and like, could you hurry up, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna shit my pants.
I'm gonna shit my robe.
Someone's asking, what do you guys think about when life starts? I would say immediately.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think conception. I don't know.
Immediately.
Doesn't like the egg not drop for 3 days?
Well-
There's something happens for 3 days.
Well,
take the morning after pill. Just stop the whole thing.
I would say immediately.
Time out! That's the morning after pill. You know what the morning after pill is? It's the umpire standing up after the pitch is thrown. You ever see the pitch thrown and the umpire just stands up? Time! the pitch was thrown.
Yeah.
That's what the morning after pill is.
I think it starts when the sperm hits the egg.
It absolutely does. As far
All
as
right, way to go with it.
as far as the universe goes, but the human perspective likes to define it differently. But I think as soon as those two get together, that's it. Life has begun. Absolutely. I was amazed when I went in for that first doctor's visit for my kids. I was like, "What? All this is already going on? What the fuck?" So
I say learner's permit.
learner's permit is when the life begins.
It's illegal to kill them until learner's permit.
As humans, we like to define everything in our terms, but I think overall, if you look at maybe the universe in general, of course life begins as soon as the fucking sperm hits the egg.
Well, I mean,
of course.
I don't know.
But
I
just
don't,
not in a way you can understand or define.
Yeah, I guess
in
that's the
human
process.
terms.
Yeah, I guess so.
Biologically, though, I believe absolutely.
You
that's
should
when
still
it
be able to
begins.
vacuum it out up till that point. The very beginning.
I really think, it's up to the woman, man.
I know.
I've changed a little bit. I wish more people would try to keep their babies now that I'm older and I have kids, but I understand.
Time!
That's not
That's the arms getting thrown up. That's that morning. You got a 3-day period, I think it is. Dr. Steve would do. Yeah, actually, gestation.
It should always be woman's choice.
Oh, Mikey.
The coffee date.
Mikey, we're doing baseball right now.
I forgot what I was going to say. I lost the thought for a minute, Jim.
Me too, Mike.
You inspired my thought process.
Wait, you
Jim.
interrupted him, and he was on a great roll.
Oh,
and
fuck.
then it turns out
okay.
you don't even know what you were going to say.
Oh, damn it. I'll come back. I'm Jim. I
You're right.
gravely apologize.
You don't need to apologize. It's
You're right,
okay,
Mikey. It's going to be a long morning.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry, Jim.
It's okay.
Next
the
time you
Scorpion
hear-
said, you knew what I was when you picked me up.
Next time Jimmy goes, time! Just breathe.
Oh, God,
Mike, and
okay.
let him
How
say-
long is the gestation? Dr. Steve would know that. Like, what is it? Like a 3-day thing before the cum actually?
Yeah, that part I don't
Hi,
know.
buddy.
I guess
Welcome.
I
Pete
should,
Davidson has arrived.
I should adjust that, but whenever that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that time is.
It's very early.
We're talking about conception and cum and how awful the aftertaste is.
and abortions.
Oh, now I knew what I was going to say, Opie. I'm so sorry.
But okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
When they said God, right, the universe doesn't just mean us. I think there are other people out there, for sure. I mean, like, there could be people in Pluto, Venus, who knows? You know what I mean?
There's
we can't
people
get
in
there.
Pluto?
Yeah, there's people in Pluto.
Where are they? Where are they in Pluto?
They might be hiding from us, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But think about it. Some things you can't, like, they
Someone
talked about-
saying that should actually be having their hand held by an adult while they're holding a balloon in their other hand. Is there people in Pluto, Mama? No, there's not.
No, there might be. Who knows? It could be hiding
Who
from
knows?
us.
Science.
Maybe
They know.
they died a
Scientists
couple of
knows.
thousand years ago. Who knows?
Mikey.
Science knows.
I got a 5-year-old, and he asks me weird shit all the time, but he would never say, Dad, there's people in Pluto.
It's
Well,
too
maybe
He
cold.
just wouldn't.
It's too
Maybe,
cold.
He understands that much already.
No, but the thing is, Opie, how do you...
Where are the people in Pluto? Are you trying to say that maybe
they
there was
were
a
a couple
time?
of thousand years ago. Who knows?
Well, that I don't completely disagree with.
You know what I mean? They could have been there a while ago because... But the thing is...
But there's no people in Pluto now.
What's the figure spotted on Mars? Looking at a picture. There was something called the face on Mars, which was Cydonia, which was an area that looked like a sphinx face.
Right.
Which obviously was not a sphinx face on Mars.
They proved it to be just
Bunch of mountains.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyone knew it was. This guy, Richard Hoagland, used to call into Art Bell all the time. And he was a great guest. That's where I heard of Michio Kaku. Art Bell, arguably the greatest radio host of all time. The fact that cocksucker could keep you on the phone for 5 hours and knew how to tease every break, and they would say nothing. You'd get nothing. But Cydonia was the big thing, face on Mars. Peter, you a big people in space?
No, my girlfriend's a huge believer of people.
No, she's right, though. Carly's definitely right. Don't underestimate women, Pete. I'm telling you that you know, don't. You got to listen to them because if I would have listened to more women, I would have been in better shape now.
Yes, especially if you would have listened to more. And you said if I would have listened to more, and then you gave the singular version of the gender.
I think you said that if I listen to more woman.
Yes, if I would listen to more woman.
You look good, Mike.
If I would have listened to more woman.
Mike's all skinny now. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram,
Yes.
but he posts a day by day
Comparison?
Yeah.
Yeah, as he's
Yeah, I
losing the
feel
weight
buff.
slowly. You look good, Mike Bocchetti.
Thank you.
It's true.
My girlfriend wants to adopt you
Nice.
and take care of you.
That sounds good. Can I live next to Jack Black in
Yes.
L.A.? I don't even care really.
Yeah, I wish you were dating Susan Smith when you said that.
Wow, I don't. Okay, listen. Let's all breathe. I want to go back to the Mars thing because that just came out today.
Yeah, yesterday.
What
Can we
is it
see the
again?
amazing figure? I hope I'm wrong.
They found a lady who lives on Mars.
No, they didn't.
Strange
did. I
figure
read it.
spotted. Wait, go back to that.
That's great.
Strange figure spotted by
They found-
Mars Curiosity rover. It's
Yeah,
on Fox
see,
News.
Oh, no, they
lady.
found discarded tampons.
That's Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like an ocean.
Let me read this. The truth is out there. Maybe a mysterious woman-like shape in a picture taken by NASA's
Oh my God, it's a ghost.
Mars Curiosity rover is creating buzz on social media.
That looks nothing like a
In
woman.
a post entitled "Alien Woman on Mars Watching Rover from Hill," the UFO Sightings Daily website said that the shape looks like a woman partly cloaked.
See?
No, it doesn't. It looks like a smudge on the lens.
That looks like a woman's thigh for sure.
It looks like tar that didn't dry yet.
Wait, hold on. Go down a little bit. Let me see. Is this where you mean? I'm pointing out this is bad radio. Can you show the picture again, Eric?
Well, we'll put it up on our Twitter, though. Everything we talk about, we quickly
That's
link
what
on
they're
our
saying
Twitter
for
page.
woman?
She lives
Yeah,
on
that
Mars.
looks like that does.
It doesn't look like a woman. It looks like a fucking smudge. What is she, transparent? You can see sand through her face?
Oh, no, this is just a photo. She was waving at the camera before. If you look at the video.
What, this video?
No.
Oh.
Look close. You can see some butt.
People are fucking so desperate. People are so desperate to just not be alone. We'll find it sooner or later. It's not on Mars. There's nothing on Mars. There's no people.
Well,
they just did a thing on Europa, the fucking Jupiter moon, which may have water deep down, but the radiation would kill anything living. There's nothing living in our solar system
what
but
about
us.
Marvin the Martian?
What's that?
Where'd he come from?
Who?
Marvin the Martian.
I don't know, but I envy wherever he is now.
Oh, man, this is going to be a stutter step all day long with Mike Bocchetti.
Did I tell you guys the time my mom drove
Oh, no.
Mike home?
Can I?
Wait, first of all, let me set this up. Pete Holmes in studio.
No,
Mike
Pete
Bocchetti.
Davidson.
Sorry, Jesus Christ. Pete Davidson, of course. I think I said Pete Holmes earlier, too. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Why would I do that? Pete Davidson, of course. You guys go way back.
Oh, yeah. I see Pete do his first stand-up set on Staten Island.
We're best friends.
How many years ago did you start stand-up?
6 years ago.
He's a funny comic. Really a funny, fucking collected stand-up. Like, you walk through, like, the first time I saw it, it's like he's a really young guy, but just a casual, natural, funny performer. It's good to watch, man.
Thank you, man.
He was funny from the first day I seen him, Pete.
Yeah, some guys would just have that ability.
So were you, Jim. When I met you back in '91, you crushed. We were doing a contest together.
Thank you. Yeah, but I wasn't a genuine casual performer. Like, he's a really natural performer. I was a forced fucking high-energy jizzbag begging for love.
No, you remind me of a young Dennis Miller.
A Dennis Miller?
No, like, you had a lot of great references and stuff. You were awesome.
I was nothing like Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller was like, hey, babe, I got this, you know.
No, but like, references that would take a brain to get.
Wait, why do you think Jimmy was like Dennis Miller?
No,
I need to know the answer.
Great references.
I
Like,
would never think that in a million
no, but like,
I was more like Barney Miller.
I would rather believe that this is a woman on Mars than Jimmy was like Dennis Miller.
Yes.
Miller-esque. Like
I was more
Miller
like
Lite?
Jason Miller.
No, Jim. What I mean is, Opie, he had
Exorcist?
great
Barney Miller,
references
maybe?
that were super smart. Like they were in, you know what I mean? I always
Thank
love
you.
watching.
All right. You answer the question.
Mike's just been giving people compliments for 30 years
No,
that he doesn't remember.
People said, I remember, Jim.
People's acts.
People used to say I was a lot like Andrew Dice Clay in the beginning.
You?
I was filthy.
I want to say for the record, I've
That you
never
didn't know where
heard
you
that.
lived?
No, but you want to know what a great guy
I've
Jim
never
is?
heard that.
What do you call it? Opie. He probably never told you the story, but he did such a cool thing for me like 20 years ago.
Did you drink a lot of Mountain Dew before you came in
No,
here?
I had a lot of energy from just working out and just
Little
being happy.
callback for the people. Okay. What were you saying?
This is like 20 years ago. This was right.
What?
Jim knew what a huge fan I was of Dice, right, at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of his since the late 80s, right? So Jim called me up. He goes, I just came back from L.A. I got a gift for you. I'm like, okay. He met me down by the Boston Comedy Club downtown. He had a picture of Clay that he had signed for me.
Oh, right. I did get that.
Nice.
And I didn't forget it. I still have it on my wall, hanging up on my wall.
I forgot about that. I did get like a signed picture of
Yeah,
him.
and I used to talk to the picture. I'm like, dude, don't worry. I'm going to get that someday.
You said
If I would have known that, I would have
You used to talk to the picture.
Wow.
And we all felt so bad. We all kind of just nodded.
Yeah, it's
No,
that's
no,
nice.
That's an inspiration. I mean,
I would
I'm
have got
like,
you a fucking picture of Hitler if I knew you were doing that. Mike's talking to the Hitler photo again. I'm going to be just like you someday.
no, I love
You
it
have such a
because-
great speaking style.
Can we get a picture of Andrew Dice Clay up on the screen? I want to let's go back to that time when you used to talk to the picture. I want to see how it went down. Okay. And for inspiration, we're going to actually have a picture of Andrew Dice Clay on the screen
nice.
for you. Okay. What was it? Sort of that?
Hey,
that
fucking
Andrew
Rick.
Dice?
That was that. Well, this was like in '95.
All right. Can you find Dice in '95?
It was a black and white photo. He had a cigarette. I remember the photo because I remember Andrew's headshot back then.
How about that?
I think that was the
That's
headshot.
pretty close, right?
Yeah,
Might have been it.
definitely because
All right, take us back to the time when you used to talk to Andrew Dice Clay's picture
Okay.
that Jimmy got you from LA.
you know, buddy, they broke your balls in this business too, and they gave you a lot of shit, and you want or yourself. But fuck those meatheads. I'm going to make it someday too, buddy, because you're an inspiration. You're taking any crap from people, and you're the best.
And then what would happen after you did that?
I just go out and probably eat my sandwich, eat a sandwich and fucking die at an open mic, really, probably. But he was a great...
All right, so now you're coming back.
I actually met him, though.
What do you say back to you?
Now you're coming back from the open mic, so now talk to the picture again.
Yeah.
Well, Clay...
Would he ever say to you in the mirror, I like you, Clarence. Always have. Always will.
See, I know these references now, finally.
The Shining?
No,
A True Romance.
Oh. I was so excited that I connected with everybody on that.
That's okay. No, The Shining would have been good, too. Hey, a lot of people are saying you don't have the belly for it. Oh!
Yes.
Your wife needs to be corrected, Mike. Good.
Andrew, it was a rough night at that fucking open mic, but you know what, buddy? Every time you get up is another step closer to making it happen for you. I'm not afraid to let him feel it's just like you are.
Good. And then would the picture talk back to you?
Yeah, what would he say?
He'd be like... I also had a picture of...
Do it as Dice. What would Dice say?
What
He'd
say?
be like,
Honestly.
hey, Mike, shut the fuck up and get out there, buddy. You don't have balls and tell everybody to go F themselves if you have to.
It's nice that Dice edited himself to be radio friendly. Yeah. Should F themselves.
No, but the thing is, I met him like 3 times, thanks to Jim. I met him a couple of times, but the last time I met him, he was really, really cool to me.
Who?
Dice.
Yeah, he's great.
I love him.
We
He's
all
such
know
a good
that.
guy. I mean, but I was to meet him though, and I met him. It freaked me out because the first time I met him was thanks to Jim, and I went to Caroline's.
I was mad
sitting
at
there.
Dice.
I was sitting there like a 9-year-old girl at a New Kids on the Block concert, waiting for him to come out.
Yeah. Pete Davidson in the studio with Mike Bocchetti. Hopefully, Pete will get a word in here.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. Don't worry.
You're doing great,
Don't you
Mike.
apologize. The other picture of the lady on Mars is pretty interesting. The one with a little more detail.
Yeah, she's got a fist in her pussy.
Alien.
That would have been really ugly if that just bombed. That's an ugly statement to bomb on. A bomb is acceptable, but a fist in her pussy, silence.
Oh, you ever say cunt and not gonna laugh at all?
Oh my God, yes. While I was
It's the
yes.
worst.
It's like,
I'm afraid of that word
right,
still to this day.
What's
Mike?
I'm afraid of saying that word. I just don't feel comfortable saying it on stage even now.
Oh, well, that's probably good that you're not calling people a cunt.
No, I never.
have I ever said that? Not got to laugh. Absolutely. Yeah.
So when you
awkward.
break out that word, you got to make sure it's going to get a laugh. Is that what you're saying?
Oh
Pete?
my God, yeah. There's nothing
Otherwise,
worse.
the rest of your set is just not.
Yeah.
You're just trying to recover from
There's
that.
nothing worse than cunt followed by.
So, anybody's birthday?
Any anniversaries?
Anybody celebrating anything? Is Vinny Brand about to bring you up?
Oh no! Could you substitute the words? What about twat? Is that as bad as the C word? Do you think?
What, could you just say the word, Mike?
Oh, cunt. That'd be comfortable.
How did that make you feel?
It kind of degrades women, and it does. I don't like talking bad. I love womankind more than anything. I'm a mush.
It's amazing that you love something that would never fuck you. It's like if I was you, I would hate women.
No,
like
I hate
those
them at all.
fucking cunts.
No, I have no hatred to them because they're amazing. They're
That would be my
Wow.
right?
I think that's why he
I would
believes in the
say it.
Mars woman. He's like, maybe there is something out there for me.
I'll just go up there and tell her
no
like you.
womankind rule, man. It's good.
All right.
Listen, I used to talk with this picture.
This is the headline. Alien hunters claim, another headline, obviously, because we did this already. NASA image shows woman standing on Mars acting as lookout.
Look at what? There's a
lookout.
lady
What is she
lookout with a
looking for?
robe.
That's like just some kind of rock formation. It's pretty interesting, though.
It looks like the Titanic old lady when she threw out
Right.
the heart of the stone
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it looks like she has tits. Are we allowed to say tits in front of you, Mike, or are you going to have a nervous
I guess,
breakdown?
because-
Okay, you're all
Can
right?
you blow that up a little bit? I just can't see it.
If she's a lookout, that means there are others.
That's nothing.
What part is the head?
That is nothing.
Oh my
That
God!
would be the
Yeah.
head?
You know what? It could be a lady. It's not just a smudge with sand behind it and shadowing.
Or-
it's a lady.
Yes.
She's a lady.
She could be 1940.
And she knows just where to point. She's a lady.
And she's a cunt. There it is. There it is.
I hate that word. It's like
It's a disgusting word, but it's so much fun when used correctly.
Absolutely.
Like, I used to add, if I was going to say cunt, I'd add an end to like cunt rag.
That makes it
Much better.
That makes it
Yeah,
so
much
worse.
that just makes it cute.
Or SWAT rag, you know, something like that.
Did you guys ever see the little alien that they said they found? They have a documentary about it. It's like an alien that's like maybe
4 inches high.
Yeah, it's like 5 inches. It looks like you could win them at like one of those cranes in the movie theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like it was a big thing, and people believe that this is a real.
This?
I have no research at all, but there's a documentary on Netflix about it, and it's really good. And it's just about they found this alien that's like maybe 8 inches.
Well, why couldn't they be that small?
That's what they said. I know.
According to this photo, the scale of the image would make the being only 8 to 10, 10 centimeters tall, less than the size of a small coffee cup, according to the website UFO sightings.
That's how big they think this alien lives. How fucking desperate are people?
Perfect size for Mike.
Yeah,
so shove her in your pee hole.
Yeah.
the government could be hiding shit from us. Maybe they don't want us to find out about other people, really.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't disagree that the government hides stuff.
Yeah,
they're not hiding that.
They've been hiding you from the world. They've been doing a great job.
That's right, Mike.
There, I have a picture of the alien that Pete was talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's it called? The movie.
That's called a boarded skeleton. That's what it looks like.
I don't remember what it's called. It's a documentary, but it looks. When you're watching the documentary, you're like, oh, this is real. But when you look at it online, it looks like bullshit.
They also faked faces of death.
No.
Some things like
you
that.
mean
I thought it
Dr.
was-
Francis B. Gross wasn't a real pathologist?
I got scared
What?
shit of that thing in the 80s.
Yeah, no, I did too. When you first saw it, you didn't. Now you look for the camera angles and you realize, like, oh, okay, that's bullshit. They had a couple real news footage, but you just go online to a website and see real death. I've seen it enough.
When you first seen it, though, Jim, I was scared shit.
Well, like we
right?
said, that was the time where you just couldn't go online. That's why it was so
Yeah, you
special.
passed it around, yeah.
When that tape was passed around, you're like, holy shit. And then, you know, a bunch of years go by, you realize maybe 2 or 3 of them were real, and the rest were just kind of filler. We got to take a break, unfortunately, just because we have 9 live reads, or I would just keep going. Unless we could do live reads during the show itself, maybe.
Wait, do I have a fucking...
Why don't we'll take a break. We'll figure some shit out. We got Pete Davidson in here. Again, we're very happy. I want to talk to you about The Sopranos, the text message you sent me over the weekend. Don't say anything. Pete, you got anything you're promoting?
This weekend, Thursday through Saturday, I'll be at the San Jose Improv. Yay.
Nice.
I'll be in Seattle this week. I forgot you were a big Sopranos guy.
Oh, I love this.
Opie?
I just did a big...
Wait for Jimmy to stop talking.
No, go ahead, Mike.
No, Jim, go ahead.
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
No, I'm so
This
sorry.
is a share. You don't have to be sorry. I'm just showing Pete something.
You should run a plow in the winter.
Oh, God. No, I'm going to be in Atlantic City for the first time in a while.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, at
Atlantic
the
City?
Taj Mahal. Labor Day weekend, the Red Room.
All right.
With me, Stacey Pressman, and Bob Levy, and Evan Weiss.
Great.
8 p.m.
Awesome.
Dick.
Oh, he was nice to me.
It was nice to you.
Yeah, we just did a scene together.
Jim, I'm so sorry. Please punch me in the face if I interrupt.
Okay, relax. That's a great option, though.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
We are going to break. We're going to talk about Pete Holmes' Pete Holmes.
Davidson.
I did it again. Why am I doing this? This is so stupid.
The obvious answer would be because you're stupid, but I think that it's, you have a mental block.
I don't know
write down
why I'm
PD
doing
Police
that.
Department.
Sorry,
Just think of
Pete.
Police Department.
Pete
Pete Davidson. Pete the Cock Davidson. That's his nickname.
It is in my head for some reason. Pete Davidson's mom used to pick up Mike Bocchetti to bring him
He got
to
a great
comedy
mom.
together.
He's so blessed. She's
They're going to tell the story.
Fucking talk about my mother.
Calm down. Calm down.
No, I would never do that. I'm not a jerk off.
I know.
They're gonna tell the story next, and then I want to talk to Pete Davidson about your Pittsburgh thing. That is one of the I obsess about you booking Pittsburgh, and I want to talk to Pete.
It's a cool
Davidson
routing
about that
decision.
again. It's amazing. It's an amazing. You'll appreciate this being, of course, a road comic there, Pete Davidson. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna continue. Stay there.
We're back. With Opie and Jim.
And Pete Davidson and Mike Bocchetti. Gonna Periscope here. Hold on. I'm gonna give you this this phone there, Justin.
Okay.
What's your Twitter, Mike Bocchetti? Mike what?
Mike, just did Mike Bocchetti.
I don't know how to spell Bocchetti.
Oh, okay.
I know how to spell Mike.
Okay. B-O. I'm sorry, Opie. B-O.
B-O? You got B-O?
Yeah. C-C.
C-C? Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got it now. All right, start broadcast. There you go. Here, I'll give you that. We'll do that for a couple minutes.
Jim, can you do me a favor? I'm spastic.
Uh-oh. You're what?
Oh, I got it.
You got the headphones on?
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong way. Dang, I'm sorry, guys. I used to foul up a lot when I was young.
Yeah, a few things. I mean, Mike Bocchetti's exhausting. I don't know how you ever dealt with him back in the day, Pete Davidson, before you became a huge star and you didn't need him anymore.
No, but he was
At one point, everybody needs Mike Bocchetti.
he was always a good kid because from day one, he's a man. I should say a man. He was always a man from day one because he did something really nice for me as well. These guys, all my friends have been good to me. You guys and yourself, Opie, and these guys, because Pete did something. They did an article. It's on my IMDb.
Yeah.
He said one of his favorite moments was on the Artie Lang show with me.
Yeah,
It was awesome. Yeah.
Well, usually at that point, just to help you along here, you would tell the people what that was.
yeah. What was that moment?
That's why there was dead air there.
I think he
there
was
was no
talking-
reason for us to jump in because usually the person would then tell what
I was
it
thinking he
was.
was talking about the time about his mom driving me home. I got lost.
Oh yeah.
No, but it was an accident, actually, I think.
No, we did the show in Staten Island, and then the show was over, and you were just outside, just standing outside.
Oh, so
in
your
the
mom
parking
felt
lot,
bad.
and
No.
and she was like, "We should help that man."
No, but the weird thing was when Pete asked for a ride home for his friend, right? His mom is probably thinking someone in high school with him, not like someone that could be his dad's age, a grown man. You know?
After fucking 45 minutes of him saying thank you, and we dropped him off, my mom was like, "He was polite.
Yeah.
He was so nice." No, he didn't know where he lived. We were driving, and he goes,
Well, it was a new area, Opie.
"He
you know?
goes, this is embarrassing."
How do you not know where you live?
He goes, "I live near a gas
They
station
probably
with
move all
spray
the
paint
time.
on it."
No, we did move a lot, but not that much. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
They never let him know where they were going.
never where I live
Go to
now.
the store, Mike.
Guys, where I live now looks like the Russian protection
You would leave
program.
it. I'm going with Jimmy's thing because I get what he's doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you want to listen as a
You would
comic.
leave.
And then also the U-Haul truck would pull up immediately.
No, but we got lost for a little bit.
or that.
Yes, what happened?
No,
Or the real story. Go ahead.
so Pete's mom was really nice. I was like, no, that's not the right gas station. We were driving around for a bit. Then I'm like, oh, yeah, we found the place. It took a little while.
Took an
I just
hour.
moved into a new area. I didn't know the
Pete, it
area.
really took that long?
It took an hour, and we had to call like his uncle. So we had to call like 2 or 3 family members.
No, I was like,
He goes, I live by a gas station with spray paint on it. I was like, that's literally everything in Staten Island.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Because, but Pete
How
knows
long were
this.
you living in this house that you didn't know how to get there anymore?
Recent. So maybe. Oh wait, I'm trying to think. It was this by the Colonnade? It's just in Oakwood. I forgot.
I don't know where the fuck you live.
Let me try to remember. No, this is another. I'm sorry. We moved a couple of times in the past like 6 years.
Who are we looking at?
That's him in
That's me in high school.
high school.
Dude, you were a
He was
No
a
way.
good
That's-
looking
That's
dude.
not you.
That's
It
me,
is.
Jim. I swear to God.
Dude, that
it
guy
is.
got
You were
laid.
an 8.5 in high school.
I
Holy
know,
fuck,
but I was a zero when it
Mike.
came to women like usual.
You couldn't get laid looking
No,
like
you know what
that?
happened? Let me tell you
Then
something.
you have
why,
no
Opie.
shot now.
I was very, very super shy and awkward.
He's
so-
like Kaloja, though.
I can understand being shy and awkward, but Mike was a handsome dude in college.
Dude, you're a
High
good
school.
guy. You could have been in movies looking like that.
I was an actor
You
in
could
high
have been a
school.
leading man.
I know.
When did you put the weight on? You were skinny there.
It varied. Like I was fat, skinny, my whole life.
Were you
I
ever
was like-
fat before that?
Oh yeah, I was like the CS Husky. Double knit fucking shitty 70s pants.
Yeah.
Your little comfort food?
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, food was a comfort. It's like when people made fun of me, go home and eat like a couple of Whoppers, you know what I mean, fries or multi.
Okay.
Ah, boy, they would say that. Go home and eat a couple of Whoppers.
Yeah.
Boy, the slams back then were ruthless.
I could have, Jim, I could have had hot woman in those days. I
could have had hot women.
Yes.
Why don't you want to say hot women?
hot
Breakfast.
women. I could have had them, but you know, I fouled up.
During the break, I heard you telling Pete Davidson, and he looked pretty interested in this. You used to be 40% body fat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
I walked in and he's like, "I was 40% body fat."
Oh, my God.
That was a year and a half ago. I'm serious, Opie. I went to my doctor. He was
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
No, my doctor is Italian. He is like that a lot. He is.
So what did your doctor? What percentage are you now?
He goes,
40% body fat.
yes,
I didn't think that was possible.
it's possible.
And what did he say? What did
He goes, no, he
told you
goes like
40%
this.
body fat.
If you don't stop, you'll be dead.
And he stopped midpoint.
Right.
No, my doctor is Italian. He uses his hands a lot. He's like, you know.
Why are you sweating so much in here? If
I
you're
don't know.
in
Can I
better
get my
shape.
shoulder? I
His
feel
fucking mullet.
no. Oh wait, sorry.
And he's growing some kind of mullet for charity. I can't
Yeah.
keep up with you,
Hold on,
Mike.
sorry.
Did you lose weight, Mike?
Hold on, Jim. Let me. I'm a train wreck.
Why are you a nervous
Fucking
wreck?
Yeah, you're a grown up.
I know. Hold on.
You're sweating profusely.
You're a grown man.
All of this is on Opie's Periscope right now.
Oh, no.
Right now.
Damn this. Jim, help me with... Oh, hold on.
Well, you can't get your own sweatshirt off?
I got it. Hold on.
Shake it off, Mikey.
No, I'm not going to help a 50-year-old man take his coat off. Fucking Stephen Hawking doesn't have such a hard time getting undressed. Take the jacket off. What are you doing?
All right, you look good, Mike. You've lost weight.
How much did you lose?
Well, he's got to fix his mic before he can answer that question. Can you put the mic back?
Jim, actually, I don't go by weight. It's by inches.
Okay, well, how many inches have you lost? Well, you should go by weight. That's how everyone judges anything.
No, weight makes you cry like a bitch at the fucking, diet center, really. I don't go for weight, really.
Not if you're losing it doesn't.
I have, but Jim, can you... Oh.
No, I can't.
Why do you need Jim's help?
I got this.
I refuse to help you.
I'm a spastic, Opie.
Why can't you figure out the headphones?
I didn't do good sports in school, Jim. Help me here.
I'm not helping you. What? You can't put headphones on.
Yes, I can.
After being stand up for 20 years, I can't do it.
Why can't you figure out how to put them on?
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
We have 10 minutes of footage of him trying to take off his sweatshirt and put his headphones on.
All right, turn off the Periscope because that's good enough.
Oh, no.
For the people.
I'm going to die in Periscope.
Anyway, holy shit, Mike, you're rough. The mullet, I guess. No, what was he?
Mullet for charity?
Oh, and the inches. Yeah, how many inches did you lose?
I went from a 4X to an XL.
That's great.
Look, I mean, yeah, it feels good. I got a lot of energy now.
And why are you growing the mullet for charity?
Oh, it's called Mike's Mullet. It's going to be from Mount Sinai Children's Hospital for cancer.
Jimmy's just shaking his head.
No, look, it's
a great cause.
It's
Mike.
a great cause.
It's a wonderful
It's very
cause.
nice.
Absolutely.
It's called Mike's Mullet.
Yeah. No, I'm serious, right? No, Stacy Pressman got me to do this. She's awesome. She's Mike's Mullet. She sponsored this for Mount Sinai Children's Hospital.
Is there a website, mikesmullet.com?
It's going to be up soon. I just started growing it because I love the mullet. I feel cool. I wanted to get one in the late 80s.
How long are you going to grow it?
Until we raise the right amount of money. I'm going to keep it down on my back.
What?
Opie, I don't care. We're trying to raise...
Well, then it's not a mullet, is it?
No, we're trying to raise... We're starting with 1,000, but we want to try to get more because the thing is, we want to reach a goal as much as we can. And I'm not... Till we get that goal, I'm not cutting this till
What's your goal?
Started with 1,000. I want to try to raise maybe 10 grand.
All right, here's the deal. Mike's Mullet. Maybe mikesmullet.com soon. No one give money because I want to see how...
I want to see how long it gets.
I want him to really just have to be...
No, I'm not afraid. You know me. I'm a risk taker.
A risk taker?
A risk taker.
What's a risk taker?
Risk. Like to get, you have balls.
No, I know that, but you said I'm a risk taker.
Who's Rick?
I don't know.
All of a sudden you're Chinese.
She told me I'm a rickshaw operator.
But...
What? What, Mike?
When we found my way home, Pete, I never forget that with Pete. It's like, it was fun. He was like, looking
it wasn't
at me.
fun for Pete and his mom.
awful.
It was only fun for you.
I thought it was
My mom almost never let me do stand up again.
Like, why are you hanging out with this guy?
Yeah, this guy takes risks.
This guy.
Mike, one other thing, and then we might move on and tell the people in the room today.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rope.
Artie Lang had a very scary SOS tweet, so I want to go through this. I was reading Artie's tweets, and all of a sudden it said, "Oh my God, guys, I'm not joking," or something like that. Maybe we could get the actual tweet. Mike Bocchetti's lost. We have not heard from him, and your pal Artie Lang was in a complete panic.
No, he was throwing the Canadian Mounties after me.
And this was the Montreal Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
I heard it was a real big deal just to get you up there because you don't have a passport.
Oh, I got a passport. It was awesome. I had to expedite it, though.
Why was it awesome that you got a passport?
I could go anywhere in the world now. I love it. I want to travel more.
Sure.
No. But Canada was nice, but I want to go someplace exotic, like Morocco.
Oh, well,
I was hoping Syria.
Yeah, exactly. Go join ISIS. Guys, I just want to say, Allahu Akbar.
No, what happened was, I never been through customs before.
Imagine them trying to take that head off, though. Holy fuck.
Yeah. We need the new saw blade.
Right.
I could never be killed in the Middle East. You know why?
Why?
The guillotine wouldn't work in his head, first of all.
Yeah, that's sort of what we're
15th
getting
century
at.
France.
He's been sitting on that one for
They couldn't
20
shoot me
minutes.
for sure.
Yeah, but that was the joke that they just made.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, really?
We updated it, though, because ISIS is all about the heads these days.
Beheading.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
The
that.
guillotine's like down on the list at this point. It's probably like 5 or 6 as far as that shit goes. Where's the Artie Lang tweet? So basically, what happened?
Okay, when I got there,
He was panicking. He was worried about his friend Mike Bocchetti.
I hated customs when I got there to begin with. I never
Why?
went through customs because, okay, Canada's a nice place. I had a good time. Women were nice in Montreal. They were very friendly,
Did you
right?
say woman again?
Yeah.
What ladies up there? Women, you know, they were nice, right? I got
Women.
kissed in the cheek
Women.
twice. I'm like, what am I in the middle of Europe? I love it.
What fucking customs did you cross?
Yeah.
Where they
No,
kissed
when I
you on
got
the
there,
cheek?
right?
Yeah, who was kissing you on the cheek twice?
I'll tell you, that was U.S. Customs. Goodbye. Thank you.
Your problem now.
On this thing up there, they had me speak French to do the news, not the weather, and I'm horrible.
And you didn't even know how to
French.
get home in Staten Island in your backyard. I mean, how did you expect to get home from Canada?
No, I got there, right?
How'd you get there?
I what do you call it? Took a cab.
What?
No, I went. I from LaGuardia, right? Went that morning. Got to customs. I was freaked out because they're all fucking obnoxious speaking French. I don't speak a word of French, first of all.
Really?
Right? No, like I tried to get, and the line is like a fucking meat market in the deli. You fucking waiting over there, fucking ignorant assholes to fucking go through your bags, right? So I'm there.
I don't think that happens to
Anybody.
most.
No, but I was there like an hour, and I'm like, come on, you fucking
I
idiots.
found them
move
nothing
this
but
along a
friendly.
little bit,
No one
you
wants
know?
to be on that long line, but
No, but they weren't friendly, Opie. I was like, come on, you fucking idiots. Let's move this thing a little bit. You know, I was thinking to myself, right?
Yeah.
Then on the way back, I thought I was going to have a problem with some woman over there.
Some woman?
Customs. Some lady, because
How many?
she was like obnoxious. She goes, don't go behind the line, in front of the line, right? And that was the first time I wanted to use the C word to her.
That would have been a good place to do
You know
it.
what I was going to say? Hey, fuck you, cunt. You look like Peppermint Patty. Fuck off.
You should have, right there. That lets them know you mean business when you're entering the country. That's the
No, when I
best
was
way to
leaving-
enter a country.
I'm trying to leave, actually. I should
Peppermint
say.
Patty reference. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That would get them.
No, but what happened was,
That would drive them insane.
why I got lost was, first of all, I had
Yes.
my phone was shitty up there by Montreal. I had, the iPhone 6, right? I wasn't getting good service.
Right.
So I
You weren't
figured,
getting good service in Montreal?
well, no, but I had
Maybe
like,
it was your data plan.
no, but what do you call it? Opie. I had a 3:30 flight in the afternoon coming back, right? So I figured, I don't know how long customs is going to take. Let me leave a little early, right? So I got there like about 11. My phone wasn't working.
Wait,
4.5 hours to go through Montreal.
A few hours ahead of time.
That's 4 hours.
Like
4.5.
3 or 4, yeah. Well, you know.
You got to the airport 4 hours early?
I got there early, got up early to make sure everything was okay, right? Then, what do you call it? My phone wasn't on. So then when I finally got service, I figured out how to use the thing. I put it, got the internet on my phone, and Audie called me up. There's a message. He goes, what the heck happened to you? I just, decided to leave earlier. You know what I mean? I left early in the morning. I wanted to go there, get through customs.
Oh, to get back, I see.
I figured, I don't know how long customs is going to take. I don't want to fuck up over here, Who knows how long it was going to be?
How long did customs take, considering you were there 4 hours
It
early?
so pissed me off I left so early. Customs was like 12 minutes at the most. I'm like, God damn this. I'm like, it was fucking 2.5 hours to fucking get into this place. They let me the fuck out in 12 minutes.
So what'd you
know?
do for 3 hours in that airport? There's not much to do in that airport.
No, I just just sat there and went to this place. I had a great tuna sandwich. I sat in the corner, ate, just chilled out, waited for the flight. And, no, but Audie was terrified.
Well,
but
Artie's
understood.
tweet was seriously worried for my great friend, not answering phones or texts. He's in a different country, and I'm really starting to freak out a bit.
No, he did. He called me,
Did he yell at you?
No, he's more scared than anything. But the thing is, I travel there by myself. I'm fine to travel. I'm not like fucking. I'm not retarded. I have Asperger's. You know what I mean? I gotta. I may look like those guys physically, but I'm not them mentally. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yes.
So what? I'm offbeat looking Opie. I don't give a fuck. I have a brain. I have a 140
say
IQ.
you
I swear to
Absolutely.
God.
And there's
You
a
have a
million
what?
women that could
I have a super
testify
high
to
IQ.
that.
I'm serious. No.
You have a super high IQ?
Yeah, I do. I swear to God.
Can I take that? Where was that test that you took?
I took it a few times to make sure it was right.
What's your IQ?
It was a 140.
That's
You
what
and
Voss brags about a 140 IQ.
Yeah, you
Yeah?
and Rich have the same IQ.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
No. I should have an IQ test with Rich. IQ test.
You're not coming back on the show, Mike.
Okay.
Next week I keep testing. Right.
No,
Me
I'm
and
just
Rich,
saying.
right?
No, I'm just saying.
Give me something to look forward to.
No, but people freak out
fucking
because
put a bullet in my head.
on the test.
It's not a bad idea. I'll be honest.
I was really
Where
good
I sit,
at, like,
that's not a bad idea to have those
problem
two
solving.
taking their
I'm
IQ
good at
test.
like graphic design and things like that on the test, like shapes.
You're good at shapes.
Shapes, like
What shape is this?
that's a square. Because it's that way.
It is a rectangle.
That's a rectangle.
Oh wait, hold on.
You're not good at shapes.
My eyes. Wait, a rectangle is. Wait a minute.
You have glasses on.
You have glasses. You're not good at
You
shapes.
said you're good at shapes.
No,
and,
but
and you
looking
just call
close
a
to it,
rectangle a square.
You're
This
looking
is-
at a piece of fucking paper.
Yeah,
There's no way to spin
I thought
it.
the paper was square. I'm sorry,
No, paper's not square. You're terrible at shapes.
Jim. This is square. Square's a box.
this is
Four
the most-
corners.
Yeah, square's a box.
A square's an even box.
Yeah,
No,
four
wait,
corners.
could be an
This is the
octagon.
most basic shape
No, that's
question. I'm not even going to ask you about octagons. How many
No, it's
sides in an
eight-sided.
octagon?
Yes, it is.
All right, 8-sided. Good.
Octagon is like a stop sign.
Yeah.
Very good.
I know those things.
Yeah, I know, but you thought a piece of paper was a square.
I thought so. I thought like maybe a bigger square.
Yeah, but you can't say that right after I'm good at shapes. You're not good at shapes.
It's probably the worst time to say that.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone worse at shapes than you, actually.
But what adult says I'm good at shape?
And is proud of that.
I'm proud of that.
I am proud of it. It's like, I was going to make
I
a
don't think
macaroni
anyone
art
should
in
be
school,
proud of
you know?
saying they're good at shapes. It's
No.
just something you should know.
Hey, guys, I dressed myself today.
Not to take it back to my 5-year-old, but I will. He's very,
you're a cool
he's
guy,
very
man,
good at
because-
shapes, but he
yeah.
doesn't brag about it.
You
He just-
agreed with me on the alien stuff. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
He knows he's supposed to be good at shapes.
Yeah,
the
yeah. My
5-year-old.
5-year-old already knows you don't say I'm good at shapes.
No.
Well, I'm good at some stuff, I guess. I don't know
Can
exactly
you throw
what.
another shape up on the screen? Another shape.
Hey, Eric, put up a triangle.
You know
Oh,
what?
that's simple. Triangles. Come on, that's
Oh,
like
wait, you have to see it
What is
first.
a triangle? Like,
it's the thing you bang for dinner, like like that type of triangle thing.
all right, what is that?
The triangle.
What is that? Don't read.
No,
Oh,
don't
it looks
say
like it looks like snatch. It's a triangle. That's why I know what that
That's
is.
not a triangle.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a
Hold on, no.
trapezoid.
What's snatch?
Snatch. Some vagina, some cunt.
That's-
Pussy, twat.
What kind of?
I know, but what snatch looks like a trapezoid?
No, that's too big for a snatch.
Not only is it not a triangle, it's a
That's
trapezoid.
That's a
no, wait a minute,
trapezoid.
half
So
an
you're
octagon.
You're 0 for 2.
Fuck, that's.
Why would you think that's a triangle? For real?
Actually, the girls you're fucking probably it does look
No,
like that.
no,
Looks
no,
like
no, no.
Your cunt looks like a trapezoid.
No, well, trapezoid.
What do you think, Dice? Should I fuck it?
Hey, buddy, me and you, we're going to buy
No, it looks like
trapezoids.
it looks like a giant etch-a-sketch.
Mike, can we go with the dice shape thing for a second, maybe? It's too late now because it's all about timing. But
It's diagonal.
Jimmy had a good thing going where he was talking to Dice about shapes.
It's okay.
I know. But I just want to acknowledge you were trying.
Okay.
Okay.
Give it the old college try.
I'm talking to Dice about shapes.
Well, no, it's too late.
Hey, Clay, how good were you in school?
No, we're not going there anymore. I want to know why you think a trapezoid is a triangle. That's all I need to know so I could live my life today.
Oh, because I thought I seen the beginning of it. And I'm like, wait a minute, that might be. Then I was wrong.
That looks like two triangles put together.
Wait, triangles. Hold on. One. Oh yeah. Okay.
How are you not? You're not good at shapes.
Well, maybe pressurized. I'm not.
Pressurized. I love watching Jim listen to whatever Mike has
Maybe
to
not
say.
pressurized when you guys like
Right.
go watching me and stuff.
I know, a lot of times the pressure's on, and I'll frequently
I'm not good at
misidentify
triangle
a
shape
sheet
when
of
the pressure's
paper.
on.
Guys, the pressure was on. I couldn't tell what shape the paper was. Thought it was a hexagon.
All right, Mike, what is that?
Oh, that's a straight line.
And a boy.
All right, good. All right, so we're on to something. This guy. Well, I got to go to Guy on Long Island because I don't say the R word, Mike. I just don't. I actually do, but I want him to say it to have the pleasure of saying it. Go ahead, Guy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Listen, this guy is literally half fucking retarded. If he had one,
Well, I think it might have made you a retard. Snap a face.
Snapper.
You call him a snapper face?
Yeah, you know what? Because we're living in Long Island where they fuck goats and fucking have 3 fingers
In
and
Long
hands still.
Island?
Wait, I'm from Long Island. What the fuck, dude?
Well, that doesn't
Now
mean
you're fucking with my people.
Oh, sorry.
We don't fuck goats and have 3
That's
fingers.
why you guys let him on the show.
Huh?
You know, hey, buddy, go back to sucking dick and fucking selling crack money right now, right? Because it's early in the morning, but
How do you sell
probably not
crack
up to this
money?
early in the morning fucking having a dick in your ass this early.
Did you say selling crack
But
money?
how does one sell crack money?
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy's fucking like break balls with me, but you know what, buddy? I like people like breaking balls on the internet because they're fucking, you'll be cowering in the corner like that bitch in the Warriors. Because I don't take shit from people no more.
Nice,
Since I lost
Mike.
weight, I'm not fucking taking nonsense from nobody.
Good for you, Mike Bocchetti. Keeping it positive, right?
Yeah.
All right. What Guy wants to say is that if you had an IQ of 140 and Rich, same thing comes up with Rich Voss, that's like significant genius level. That's way up there.
It's
to have a
up there, but
140.
you know what? I'll definitely take it with you. I don't care. I know
It's way up there, and you don't even know what a trapezoid is or a square.
You don't believe him, sir?
But some people could be genius in one area, too.
Yeah.
You don't believe him, sir?
Put him to the test. Make him take a real IQ test.
Yeah, why don't you take one with me, buddy, and see how if you get under your knee?
Let's do it. I'll call the show again. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it because I want to humiliate the shit out of you and get you you probably have like a 77 IQ.
Is that a bad IQ? 77?
No, I don't know. What do you do for a living? Now? I'm only breaking. Maybe that has a lot to do with it too.
Fat retard.
What's that?
What is that?
I'm a lawyer, you fat fucking
You know
retard.
what? Go fuck your mother, okay? Fuck her in the ass because you know why? You're a jerk off, you fucking idiot. Don't call her to heckle me because you know what?
Yeah, Mike
go
was-
fuck yourself.
Mike was trying to
go
be nice
some
to you.
fucking rotten cunt and fucking die with a fucking dick in your mouth.
Oh, my
I thought
Like
you were
you get
trying to
fucking
keep
hit by a
it
fucking truck in place.
You ugly piece of shit.
All right.
This took an ugly, ugly turn.
hold
I
on.
could be a nasty guy. If people want to fuck with me, I don't take any horse shit from people. Believe me. I would bury that cocksucker outside his house and with a crucifix in the fucking ground, that asswipe.
Why?
Oh, God. Doesn't Mike always sound like he just saw Goodfellas?
No, but I don't like taking shit from jerk offs, really.
motherfucking fuck you in the ass,
No, but it is.
Yeah, exactly. If he says that to me, I'll get the papers. Get the
No, but
papers.
I've been bullied my whole life. I don't like fucking bullies. Really.
for charity.
No, I don't like bullies, guys. Really, they're fucking assholes.
All right. Well,
Exactly. He'll
thank
bury
you.
you with a crucifix, which is an above ground
All
torture.
right. Thank you, Guy. We got a big star on the line here. Bill Burr is checking in. Hey, Bill.
What's going on?
Well,
Bill Burr.
Hi, Bill.
I don't even know where to begin. In studio, we got Pete Davidson, who started doing the radio show recently. We're loving him. And you might know Mike Bocchetti, Artie
Hey, Billy.
Lang's pal there.
Yeah, I know both of those guys. How are you?
Hey,
How
Bill.
you doing, fellas?
Good. Mike Bocchetti says he's really good at shapes, and then we showed him a rectangle, and he called it a square. And then we showed him a trapezoid, and he called it a triangle. But he still swears he's great at shapes. So just to
Well, he's on the right track with both of them.
yeah, just to
You know
get you up to speed. So
Okay.
Yeah, there's something to work with there.
and he talks to a picture of Andrew Dice Clay for inspiration.
Well, Jim got me that 20 years ago. I still have it at home.
And he talks to it, when he has a bad night, he talks to this picture of Dice. So.
Well, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I mean,
And he's growing a mullet for charity. Just want to let you know what's going on over here in New York today,
Well, I
Bill.
appreciate you getting me all caught up.
Okay. Yes, I did that.
You did that?
Yeah. I made Mike Bocchetti for Halloween. That's a story for another day. Anyway, Bill, congratulations. I got the message last week, and I couldn't be more excited for you.
Has Bill announced where he's going to be playing?
Well, everyone else did. He was going to try to do it on our show, but everyone was so excited it already leaked out there. But Bill Burr, our pal, is playing Madison Square fucking Garden. That's huge.
awesome.
Saturday,
Congratulations, man.
November
That's fucking
14th. The pre-sale begins at 10 a.m. today. So right at the end of this radio show, you can go and get tickets. Go to New York Comedy, that's nycomedyfestival.com, and the password is Larry Legend 33.
Oh, nice.
I did that for all the Knicks fans.
I know you. That's nice. That's hilarious.
That's balls, though, to come into New York and use a fucking Boston Celtic pre-sale.
yes.
That's confidence.
I love it. Larry Legend 33 is the password for the Bill Burr tickets for Madison Square Garden. God, Bill, what are you thinking? That's huge.
Yeah, it is, but it's a Toyota Comedy Festival. They throw somebody in there every year. So I imagine in a couple of years, I don't know, everybody will have done it. So.
No, it's still a tremendous thing, dude.
It's a gigantic thing, Billy. That's congratulations.
They don't just throw anybody in there. They want to
No.
know that you're going to do well. That's not just a let's get somebody who we think is good in there. That's fucking amazing, dude.
And it seemed like yesterday you were playing Carnegie Hall, and that was a big fucking deal. That was awesome. We all were there
Yeah,
checking
it's
that
still
out.
a big deal.
Yeah.
They're all big deals. They're all big deals. So I'm just hoping people are going to show up.
They'll show up.
Of course,
They'll
you're
show
going
up.
to sell it out.
They'll absolutely show up November 14th. We'll all be there.
I've never heard any type of bad report about Bill on stage ever. Never heard anything but fucking amazing reviews from people. People will actually come to it, Bill.
Yes.
Larry Legend 33 this morning, 10 o'clock, nycomedyfestival.com. It's Saturday, November 14th. Bill is doing a tremendous gig, The Garden, and this will probably get you into other venues of that size because you're going to do great.
Well, I got to be honest. I think that, I'll do this one, and then I would rather do a number of shows at a smaller place. But what if you get an opportunity to do The Garden, you got to do The Garden.
You got to do it.
But then Boston's going to come calling. They're going to be jealous and go, let's put them in our arena.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen.
I feel like I don't have a say in this.
You do, Bill. You're going to sell everything out. You're a great guy.
Play, but we say you play. I just did the Wilbur Theater. Went up there and I did a bunch rather than play a bigger thing. I don't know. I like getting the reps though. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes.
Makes you a stronger comic. But fuck all that. Dude, how entertaining has Donald Trump been?
Oh, God, it's made for radio. I'm loving it. He just trashes every single person. It's wonderful.
I can't remember ever sitting through any Republican or Democratic debate with the candidates since I was a kid and my parents were sitting there watching it, so I had no choice. Dude, he fucking crushed.
He crushed
on that Republican thing.
Yeah.
Just the way he said so much shit that I've gotten shit for years for like conspiracy theory. I love what he said. He goes, hey, you give a politician money, they'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because I gave all of these guys up here money. There was like 10 guys, and only one guy goes, you never gave me a
Yes. He's just fucking up everything. How many more? I was going to say, how many more people watch this debate than the average one?
24 million people, I think.
And usually it's what, like 2 million, I think, if I read that correctly? So there was an extra 20 million.
If politicians, watch this guy, they can actually learn something. Like when that lady goes to him, you said this about women, you said that about women, you said this. And he goes, I said that about Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
He had a huge laugh. And then she's like, no, you said this, you said that, you said this about other women, too. And he just goes, oh, you're probably right. And then it just went away.
Yeah, it's a perfect answer, though. That was Megyn Kelly.
Look, all that shit he says about Mexico, I mean, he just sounds like a white guy that's lived at the top of a skyscraper his whole life.
Yes.
So, that's the type of shit where I'm just like, well, I can't vote for the guy if he's fucking talking like that. However,
yeah, I mean, do you think he has an actual chance?
No.
In the end?
Not at all. And I'll tell you why. Because no one will work with him. Because he disrupts all of those guys that took money, all of those guys that are just slaves to special interests. He disrupts the whole thing, so they will not play ball with him, and they're going to make him look awful, so voters will, quote-unquote, learn their lesson.
He's a better shot at being a mayor. Like the mayor of New York, like Bloomberg did. Like, as a businessman, you could get elected mayor.
Right.
But as far as being the president, I think Bill's raising a better shot.
Oh, yeah, no, being mayor is wide open. I mean, they will elect fucking... what's his say? Schwarzenegger was a governor.
Right.
Don't forget Jesse Ventura got in there. I
think Jay-Z's going to be the mayor of New York.
Jay-Z is going to be the mayor of New York, according to Pete Davidson. We elected Bill de Blasio.
A mayor.
Yeah.
I think Trump's going to get a lot of people to actually vote. That's the thing that's annoying about him, is because he's winning. So people now actually have to fucking find out about these 8 other dudes. Because usually somebody will win and they all pretty much are kind of the same, like it doesn't matter. But now that he's winning, people are like, oh, fuck, I should find out.
He's fucking up the whole party, though, and then people are saying that means Hillary's just going to walk right into the White House. So people have a problem with that. I think, they can't go back to their old ways after dealing with Trump. And these guys are going to have to be way more honest as these elections come about finally.
I don't. I think he's going to just, they'll get him out of there. They can't have that guy in there. They'll get him out of there. And the bottom line is, he became president. He's not going to change how it goes down. It's like the people at the top, they got all the cash. Dude, the president makes $400,000 a year. He's set up to be bribed.
Right. Yeah.
He's like $100 million to get the fucking job. And then when you go in there, you owe everybody all these favors. And then in the end, once you're president, once you're done, you go around and you give a speech for like $1 million a night, and that's just those groups that gave you money to get in there just washing their bribe money.
Right, exactly.
That's how they pay you off at the end of it. All those fucking guys, $40,000 a year as a president, you're a senator, you make like 200-something grand, and all of them are like multi-millionaires.
Right.
Yeah.
The tax laws, there's no way to do that legally. To make 200-something grand a year and become a multi-millionaire. They won't let you do it.
Well, they're doing it. They figured out the workaround, right? Mike Bocchetti.
I
Jump in, Mike. Mike's a
think
big
Billy's
political
right,
guy.
President, I doubt it with him, but he'd be a great mayor, maybe governor even.
Well, that was said.
I'm just going along with, like,
I think Bill might have said that, or somebody in this room, but okay, sure.
I don't know. I mean, you know,
I used to do the New York
Pete's
Times.
right though. But if he's winning, people want to go with the winners sometimes. So they're just sheeple.
Bill, what were you saying there?
I was saying I used to do the New York Comedy Club with Mike Bocchetti way back in the mid-'90s. Remember when they had that awful wood team going out to the whole club?
Oh God, yeah.
And they used to have that George Foreman grill right next to the.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a fucking nightmare. I remember that.
I do
there
remember
would
it.
be a guy literally like tearing tickets and making change, and then pushing the Foreman grill down on some wings. And what killed me was people would still order wings when they got in there.
Oh God.
No, it was like a fucking bonfire when you walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Opie, I'm dead serious. It was right next to the cash register.
That's funny.
He's right.
No, Jim, this was like 94, 95, right?
Yeah, I haven't thought of that for years. 93 even.
Yeah. Bill, how's the helicopter?
Oh, it's going great. I finally got my license, and now I'm taking the advanced auto rotation class, which is basically you simulate an engine failure, and you get good enough where you can just land it in a parking spot, which is very reassuring.
Holy shit.
Then I'm going to get my instrument after that, so in case I have any fucking problems.
How often do you go out?
Huh?
How often do you go out on it?
I go up a couple times a week. Dude, I saw my first whale the other day.
First what?
Flying out to Catalina Island. Saw a fucking whale jumping up out of the water.
While you're in a helicopter? It doesn't get much better than that.
Wow,
I feel like me in studio every day.
That's mind blowing, Billy. I'd freak out to see that. That's like incredible.
You think you could handle a helicopter, Mike Bocchetti?
I don't even have a driver's license.
Oh,
They have to pick him up with something, Operation something or other.
So you saw.
I'll be honest with you, dude. Flying one's not that hard. It's all the shit in ground school, all the rules you have to learn. That's the part where, as a comedian with ADD and all that shit, is really hard. It took me back to fucking high school when I would sit there going like, "Please don't call on me. I'm gonna flunk this. There's no way I'm gonna pass it." But
Right.
I don't know if I can get through it. Anybody can. But I mean, like I said, flying it is the least of your problems. Like what it is, it's the school. For me, anyways.
Yeah, your phone's breaking up slightly, so I apologize, but I heard you. So, well, as you were flying all the way out to Catalina Island, that's fucking cool, man. Good for Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got, fellas.
Okay.
That's all right. I think of Bill often, and flying a helicopter. It's just an amazing thing to be doing. It's like, what a hobby.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
a fucking hobby that is.
That is awesome, Billy. I'd love to be able to do something like that, but I'm.
I gotta ask.
Yeah, Mike.
I gotta ask Bill one.
Go right past the driver's license to get a fucking jet license. Get to wear that cute little captain's outfit, zipping around the side.
I don't know why, but I would love to be in a car with Mike Bocchetti as he's attempting to drive. I know that would be extremely dangerous, but for some reason I need to do this.
I would definitely have some road rage. Road
Really?
rage.
You're a road rage guy?
My brother is really.
Yeah. Bill, where are you at with Brady and him continuing to fight this Deflategate?
I love it. I love a nice, rested, pissed off Tom Brady coming in 5 games into the season as a 38-year-old. Beautiful. Just going to totally work to our advantage. I don't. The whole thing was just a goddamn witch hunt. I mean, Jim Irsay, the personal life of that guy alone. Can you believe a word that comes out of his mouth?
Yeah. No. And I mean, and
listen, there's just as much circumstantial evidence that the Colts tanked an entire season to get Andrew Luck. So technically, on the same rules that the Patriots are being held with, which is we have no proof, but we really think you did it. every time Andrew Luck takes a snap, the Colts are cheating.
Because they knew they were going to get him, and I never heard that.
Peyton Manning came back halfway through November of that season. He was cleared to play by his doctors and all that, and for the first time ever, ownership was concerned about the long-term effects of playing football. They knew they weren't going to make the playoffs, but the last thing they needed was Peyton Manning coming in there winning 3-4 games, and then there's no way they would have got Andrew Luck.
Right.
They kept him in street clothes on the side. They did it in front of the whole fucking league.
Right.
No investigation, no suspension. Dude, I don't know what it is about the Patriots, because I'm not saying we don't bend the rules, we haven't cheated or any of that. Obviously, every fucking team does, but for some reason, we're the only ones that get screwed for it.
Because people
what do you think would happen if the Patriots built a football stadium that made our fans sound louder than they really were, like they did out in Seattle? How long can we have that thing before they made us like fucking tear it down? They make us play at fucking Nickerson Field for 3 years, and we lose draft picks.
Right.
It's the curse of winning, Bill. It's the curse of winning.
Yeah, no one likes a winner in the end.
It's the curse of winning. So
unless it's your team, but everyone else has to hate the winner.
If you weren't on top, they probably wouldn't question it as much. But the fact the Patriots win.
Well, yeah, it would go away like the Atlanta Falcons, who got busted for putting fucking pumping in crowd noise. And everybody just sort of laughed. They got their little bullshit thing, and it was fucking over. The Patriots, it becomes a fucking soap opera. I mean, half of it is the fact that Brady is still fighting the goddamn thing. I think he should have just taken the suspension and just been a martyr. However, I think that dude, you know what kills me is ESPN did a study on underinflated footballs, and they actually found out that it was a disadvantage because the ball got there like a split second late. And if you look at the game, we were only winning by like 7-10 points in the first half. Second half, when we got the legal balls, like we ended up blowing them away. And not to mention, the guy who did the study for the Colts, Dr. whatever, he's not even a doctor. And like 60 pages in, they found out that the Colts had 4 underinflated balls. The whole thing was fucking ridiculous. He got the same suspension Ray Rice got for knocking out a woman and dragging her out of an elevator by a hair.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Letting a cunt hair of air out of a fucking ball.
Yeah, I don't know what.
The big disadvantage was they had to play with a regulation football. Dude, Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, he sat on the competition committee and he changed rules that were advantageous for his own team because he couldn't beat the Patriots. He changed the entire rules of passing. That fucked over our defense. Within 2 years, they beat us in the AFC Championship game and won a Super Bowl. Nobody cried. Nobody complained. I just don't understand. I don't know. What are you going to do?
I think it's what Jimmy said. I mean, it's because they're winning too much. Yeah. People hate a winner in the end. God, but Bill has his fucking
maybe we
facts.
should have lost to the Giants a couple more times, and we only would have got 2 games.
Yeah. That's right. The only one I heard in there was the Seattle Seahawks building the stadium to be louder than the rest of the stadiums in the league. I never heard about the Andrew Luck thing or the pumping in crowd noise or changing the passing rules.
There's a great website it's called Your Team Cheats Too, and if you look it up, you know, all this crap that people get busted for. And I don't look at any other team in the NFL as if they're any better or worse than the Patriots. Everybody has guys that do steroids. Everybody, you know, is fucking with the ball. Everybody's trying to get an advantage. Dude, Jerry Rice said he used to put a stickum on his gloves that wasn't legal throughout his whole career. Does that mean he's not the best fucking receiver?
Right.
I mean, they try to get a competitive edge.
Yeah.
I would say that the biggest cheating would be is performance-enhancing drugs, only because it makes your body like brand new.
Right.
And you feel really fast, and I think that you know, you're coming out there for game 8, and somebody else is coming out there like a fucking 16-year-old. Obviously, I think that's to me that's like the biggest thing. But if you're pumping in crowd noise, you're fucking with the ball a little bit. You put a little grease on your fucking jersey so no one can grab you. I don't give a fuck about that.
I love this. You just turned us on. We'll tweet it as well, but yourteamcheats.com. This is amazing. And then depending on the team, like the Jets, they cheated 44 times according to this website.
That's what it says.
They got Trippy
Yeah,
Gate.
but half of that stuff, if you look at it, it's just that ticky-tack stuff that if you're a real fan of sports, you know that had no effect on it. Yeah, that's the funny shit.
Right.
That's the funny shit in the game. Like it's not like, dude. If you want to see something fucked up, read all about how like teams filming each other. Forget all those quotes, too. Jimmy Johnson said, when the Patriots got busted for it, Jimmy Johnson goes, dude, when I came in the league, the guys from Kansas City goes, we do it all the time. So he goes, I started doing it. Shanahan said we had a guy with binoculars on their guy giving signals the whole game, and if we could come up with something, we took it. The Patriots were guilty of arrogance. It's not like they tried to get away with filming after they made that rule. They had a guy standing there with one of those Action Live team fucking cameras. It was gigantic. He was standing right there, pointing it right at him. If we were actually trying to get away with something, we would have had it like disguised, don't you think?
Yeah,
between a couple of Gatorade fucking tubs or something.
I think you just answered your own question. It's about arrogance. It's the way you do it, I think, that they're pissed off about. Because you're right. We've said it on this show many times. Absolutely everyone has cheated as far as football teams go in the NFL. And now there's a website, yourteamcheats.com. Nice. Very cool.
Yeah. And if you look at it, most of the infractions are complete bullshit, and they didn't really affect the outcome of the game. I think most of the stuff that I read on that, to me, is funny. I think pumping in crowd noise is funny.
Yeah.
When I look at the Seattle Seahawks when they fucking built that stadium, which is a ridiculous advantage, there was no rule against it. I think it's hilarious. It's like good on them. That's like all that boss hog shit.
Right.
I think, dude, do you know Seattle's owner got busted? Like they had a premium beer and the regular beer, or something like that, or like a large beer and a small beer. And one was a tall, skinny glass, and the other was a short, fat glass. And somebody finally bought both, and they drank the short, fat one, and they poured the large into the short one, and it was the same amount of beer.
I remember that. There's a video of that on, I think, YouTube. It made me laugh pretty hard. And I'm not a Seahawks fan, but if they figured out how to make their stadium louder, good for fucking them, right? Here it is. It's from Q West.
Questfield.
Questfield Beers. On YouTube. We'll link that on our Twitter account, Opie and Jimmy.
Yeah, that guy literally cheated his own fan base. You don't think he's fucking with the opponent?
Right. Oh, this is amazing. It's the exact same beer in two different, it looks like two different size cups, but it holds the exact same amount. Wow. All right. Hey, Bill, we got to hit a break here, but man, we couldn't be happier for you. You know that. Bill's
I wouldn't have got there without all you guys, doing the Opie and Anthony show, Opie and Jimmy show, all of that stuff. If you guys didn't get me on, you guys were the ones that built me up when I first started selling tickets. I sold them all in your markets, and Jimmy got me in on the show. So
right on, Bill.
It was a lot of people.
Well, you're great.
Hey, let's hope I don't bomb that night, huh?
Yeah, you're a great comic. Bill is really one of the best comics working, and I'm not just saying that because you're on the phone.
And I do want to say in return, because we're kissing ass
He's
right now.
the reason I started stand-up.
Pete
So
Davidson.
better go fucking see that.
For real?
I saw him. I saw
Hold
him
on, I
at
wanna
the
hear
Garden.
this.
I saw him open for Dane.
Comedians in cars getting coffee, and I hope Seinfeld lets you drive.
He saw you open up for Dane, and that's how Pete Davidson got into comedy. So you paid attention more to Bill than Dane that night.
Yes.
No kidding.
Oh, that's right. Dane was nice enough to let me come down and do a couple of minutes.
Very cool.
I remember being backstage going, because Dane did it in a round.
Yes.
And you got to sell like an extra fucking 8,000 tickets or something.
Wow, no kidding.
I remember asking him, I go, well, all right, Dane. I go, what's up with this? He goes, dude, it's just 4 theaters. Just look at it like 4 theaters. And it made the Garden seem a lot more...
manageable?
Definitely manageable. But it was, it's definitely beyond a thrill to be able to do it.
And Bill, you've helped out the radio show over the years, too. Jesus, I got to say that. It works both ways. The shit you gave us, unbelievable.
Saturday, September 14th.
I think your listeners are getting...
I know, but it has to be said every once in a while, especially when you come up with the fact that you're playing the Garden. I think it's okay to, fucking reminisce and kiss a little ass. We'll go back to beating the shit out of each other tomorrow.
Let me give the proper plug.
I'll definitely be stopping in there. I don't know what my tour dates are right before that, but wherever free days I have before that, I'll definitely be coming in.
Let me plug the proper days. Saturday, November 14th, and it's part of the New York Comedy Festival, and the pre-sale begins in 9 minutes. It's today through nycomedyfestival.com, and the password is LarryLegend33.
You rule for doing that.
You should absolutely go through the pre-sale, because if you wait until the tickets actually go on sale, a lot of the good seats will be gone. So the pre-sale begins in about less than 10 minutes.
And also, if people out there didn't write any of that down, it is on our Twitter.
Okay.
Great.
There's a link.
Oh, very nice. Hey, Opie, you're an older fellow like myself. The
Yes.
name of the show is Does Anybody Remember Laughter?
Oh, beautiful.
Do you know what that's from?
Zeppelin,
of course.
Of course.
Yeah, he said that in that building.
Yes, he did.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
So I'm
was
thinking some comics are going to go by thinking it's arrogant as hell, like I'm saying nobody's funny anymore.
right.
So I like how it works on two different levels.
Oh,
Zeppelin fans will get it, and then other people will think I'm an arrogant ass.
Yeah, in the middle of the concert, Robert Plant just screams that out. Does anybody remember laughter? What was
No,
it?
he was- he was
Before
singing
Stairway, right?
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
And the forest will echo with laughter. And he was like, does anybody remember laughter?
That's right. We might have to now find that for Bill Burr.
Which, that was, it was a poignant statement then, but it quickly lost. You know, the Vietnam War was ending. Within the last 10 years, you saw both Kennedys get whacked, Martin
Right.
Luther King, Malcolm X, Watergate, gas prices going up. It wasn't a very fun time. Robert was actually, he's guilty of telling like a topical joke.
Here's it's 9 seconds. Hold on before you leave. Go.
And the forest will echo with laughter. Does anybody remember laughter?
There it is. You should come out like Willis Reed on November 14th. What do you think? You hobble out there?
Willis Reed limping, but dressed like Robert Plant. I feel like that could be the end of my career. It'll be my swan song. Another Zeppelin reference.
All right, Bill.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Say hi to the missus, and we'll be in touch, Bill.
All right. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for all that stuff you said, man.
Of course.
Back at you.
I meant it, buddy.
All right.
I'll see you soon.
All right,
Okay.
Bill Burr.
See you, Bocchetti.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Jimmy's going to be in Seattle this weekend, speaking of the Seahawks.
Yeah, and I have a gig going on sale the 3rd. I'm gone Thursday. I didn't realize that. I'm doing Scottsdale, Arizona. It's the Talking Stick Resort, and it's January 23rd. It's an 8 o'clock show. Tickets are going on sale August 13th at 10 a.m. But I'm in Seattle this weekend. Next weekend, I'm in the House of Blues in Houston and Dallas, night after night. And then I got a bunch of oddball dates. And I'm actually doing a gig with Bill in September 11th. We're doing the Jack's Big Shtick 2015. It's Bill, myself, Tig Notaro, JB Smoove, and Brian Posehn at the Shrine Auditorium. So a bunch of stuff coming up. Go to my website if you are interested.
All right, Mikey.
I'm going to be at the Taj Mahal September 5th, Labor Day weekend with Stacey Pressman, Bob Levy, Evan Weiss, and myself. Guys, if you can come down, definitely do. You can go to go to Stacey Pressman, Prussman, her website. It's going to be on there now. And thank you, guys. I had so much fun with you guys.
We're still going, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Show?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You got
I'm
at least
really,
a half hour left.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we'll even go late. I don't know. All right, just hang in there. Relax.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get hyped.
Unless he has somewhere to go.
Do you have somewhere to go?
No.
Why are you leaving?
I like this guy.
You're leaving
I
early?
feel
What the
comfortable.
fuck? Really?
No.
That's too bad.
Opie,
what?
One good thing is you guys never bully me. I love this because some
What?
people like to break balls with me. You know what I mean?
We don't bully you.
I always have fun with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we love you, Mike.
Yeah.
We're going to continue with you, so you just sit there. All right. If you're in love, Mike Bocchetti, are you in love?
I don't think so. Love is a good, a very thing.
What?
Are you in love, Mike?
Are you in love, Mike?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. I mean, you know.
I think you would know if you were in love. You going to get engaged, Mike?
Opie, woman, my weakness and my kryptonite, really, because you know that.
All right, Mike.
Sam probably did a great woman before he got married. I'm sure he kicked some butt. Sam's laid back. He probably got a lot of chicks and stuff. I'm sure he did.
Mikey, if you need an engagement ring, and it sounds like you do,
Oh, definitely.
you got to go to IHateStevenSinger.com. You know this guy yet?
Yeah, I know him. I think he's a clown.
You think Steven Singer's a clown?
I met him here a while ago.
I don't know if he's going to appreciate that. I know he has billboards all over Philly where it says, I hate Steven Singer, and he's proud of that.
I mean,
but
he should be international after all these years. You know
I don't
what
think
mean?
he wants to be called the clown. I really don't.
You know, but he's not outside. He's, you know, he only goes as far as Philly. You can't really mess with you. You know what I mean? Sam got my back if he fucks up.
He takes his jewelry and his diamonds very seriously and his engagement rings very seriously.
Yeah,
So
but
I
how
don't know if he
serious
wants to
can
be
he
called the
He's in
clown.
Philly.
I don't know. What do you mean? They're not
No,
serious
I mean,
people
come on.
in Philly?
They have the Liberty Bell. That's about it. You know what I mean? Come on. They haven't advanced much since those days. You know what I mean? They're still fighting the fucking American Revolution over there. You know. Plus, the Eagles are psychos. Those fucking Philly sports fans are nuts.
So you're saying all Philly has is the Liberty Bell?
Well, they got the Sam, don't. Sam, you're from the devil. I swear to God.
I don't know if Steven Singer wants me to waste time on his live read talking about how shitty Philly is.
Well, he's a half a jerk off. Is he from Philly originally? Where's he from?
Like, he's talking to you.
He's probably from Wisconsin or some shit. Really.
He's paying good money to be called a half a jerk off at a clown. I mean, you know, he doesn't mind that you hate him, but he doesn't want to be called half a jerk off.
You can pay me a cheesesteak.
Oh boy, he'll go broke. Sorry, Mike. That was my only fat joke today. I apologize.
No, that's okay. Because
you sure?
Oh, Sam
but you
wants
are
me
calling my friend a half a jerk off, so I feel like I got to stick up for him.
I'm sorry. Maybe he's a full jerk off.
Look, we're not getting anything done with this Steven Singer read. He's got engagement rings. They're beautiful, and you're not going to get ripped off. They're not cheap shit.
You can't say that.
They're fucking penniless shit. They're fucking smuggled in fucking other countries out of somebody's butthole. You know what I mean?
Well, enjoy the lawsuit because I think Steven Singer takes this very seriously.
He shits them out in the fucking airport.
I've sent many people to Steven Singer for their engagement rings, and they're very happy with what they got from
How
Steven
happy
Singer.
are they, really? You know what I mean? A lot of fucking marriages crumbled after that ring came out, I'm sure, right?
Did you start
that fucking ring looks like
again?
fucking something I would make in shop class in the 8th grade.
Wow, I wish you were this good on the show.
Oh, no.
Pete Davidson!
Oh, okay, they're fucking... Oh, I'm not going to start with him because...
Don't make fun of Pete Davidson. He used to drive you home.
Pete, at least I'm not a wigger, really.
I'm not either. I retired.
Oh, really? No, you look like...
He used to be a wigger?
I used to act, I used to act a little...
Jimmy went down that road a little bit.
Yeah, I used to wear a chain, had earrings.
You look great, though, Pete. You do. I'm not going to stop the show or
Giant
anything.
jersey.
You know what I mean?
I love you, Mikey. We will break balls.
We all did some weird shit growing up, so...
Me too.
All right, Mike. How about you calm the fuck down over there? Go see Steven Singer. Visit Steven
Don't
online.
see that jerk off. Go somewhere else in Philly. There's better attractions than over there. Go to the fucking carnival over there and get some cotton candy instead of seeing that fucking clown.
I hate StevenSinger.com.
We all hate that fucking idiot, actually.
On the phone
You can't say that. He's the advertiser.
1-888 I hate
What's
Steven
the
Singer on the
advertisement?
phone.
Bullshit, really.
Or head down to the other corner, make the Walnut in Philly to hate him in person.
They fucking hated him around the globe, that fucking cocksucker that he is, really.
Way to turn it on, Mike.
Wow.
Way to finally turn it on.
Talk to Opie. He's talking to you.
Okay, sorry.
Obviously,
Sam loves to interrupt me.
obviously, Mike Bocchetti doesn't like women or diamonds.
No,
it's
I love-
pretty
He doesn't
obvious
like
today.
woman or doesn't
Yeah, you don't like woman or diamonds. Thank you. Yes.
Well, his diamonds are shit.
All right. I hate StevenSinger.com.
This is Opie Radio.
And he had to get a passport. Artie tweeted about Mike not answering his phone or his text in the morning.
What are you doing?
Sam had me something to read over here.
No, you're doing a live read for me.
Sam's the devil. That's
Because that's so many live reads today. Do that. I think it might be
Okay.
Tommy John. You like underwear?
Tommy John. He has underwear, yeah.
You like underwear?
Yeah, pretty much. I like...
Do you like getting wedgies?
No, I used to go...
All right, then you don't have to worry about that
with
with Tommy John. I know he has like some kind of...
Over the years, you upgrade your
yes.
phone, your TV, your car, but what about your underwear?
Oh my God!
I feel like I'm in the third grade again. I'm screaming
I
and
hope
screaming
Tommy
at the
John
shop
appreciates
class.
this read. They're a new sponsor. I have no idea how they're going to handle this. I know Steven Singer is fine with what Mike did to his shit. Go ahead, Mike. Talk about Tommy John.
Okay, over the years, you upgrade your phones, your TV, your car, but what about your underwear? That's where Tommy Jones come in. Tommy Jones. Sorry, let me start over again because.
All right, yeah, start again.
Okay, I will. Thank you, buddy. Over the years, you've upgraded your phones, your TV, your car, but what about your underwear? That's where Tommy John comes in. Tommy John's the revolutionary men's underwear that combines leading-edge, breathable fabric with massively innovative design for a fit so perfect it's almost like wearing nothing at all. The legs never ride up, the waistband never rolls down. Every pair comes with a no with a no guarantee. Plus, their undershirts come like your second skin and never come untucked. If you guys are fucking gang, oh fuck, Sam, you're a cock.
Tommy John doesn't want the word cock in their live read. They're trying to sell underwear and T-shirts.
Okay, oh fuck, Tommy John's a fuck.
Why are you tangled in your fucking? He's tangled. He's tangled in his headphones.
You guys got me tangled again.
Will you pick up the microphone? You're in the middle of a Tommy John read. They're a big sponsor.
Hold on, Tommy.
Hold up.
I'll do it without I can listen well.
All right, where were you in the Tommy John read?
Okay. Over the years, you've upgraded your phone.
You're starting
your car.
over?
Yeah.
The music makes it great, like it's an intense action scene.
No, but I read well.
There's a car chase going on in here.
Okay, just tell me action, take 5, whatever you guys want.
Okay, why did anyone say take 5?
Over the years, you've upgraded your phones, your TV, your car, but what about your underwear? That's where Tommy John comes in. Tommy John is the revolutionary men's underwear that combines leading-edge, breathable fabric with a masterful, innovative design for a fit so perfect it's almost like wearing nothing at all. The legs ride up, the waistband never rolls down. Every pair even comes with a no wedgie guarantee. Plus, their undershirts go out like a second skin and never come untucked. If you want to look and feel amazing, well, keep cool and comfortable, switch to Tommy John. You'll love their underwear, undershirts, and their best pair. Okay. Thank you, sir. Fuck. I got to start over again.
No, you're not starting over.
Just read the last fucking line, please.
Okay, TommyJohns.com. TommyJohns.com. Tommy's a good guy. I recommend him highly.
Is it Tommy John's or
Tommy John? Tommy John. Opie, it's TommyJohn.com. TommyJohn.com. He's an excellent guy. Has great underwear.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
All right.
Jesus. I can breathe again.
And now, Opie and Jim are back.
Yeah, we're back with Pete Davidson and Mike Bocchetti. Pete Davidson texted me over the weekend. You saw the end of The Sopranos.
Yes, I did.
You told us last time you were here that you were just getting into The Sopranos and binge watching it, obviously.
Binge watched it. I loved all of it. Feel like I would have been really upset with the ending if I watched it in 99 to 2007, like as in real time. But if you binge watched it, it's a pretty good ending.
The Sopranos ended in 2007?
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Holy mackerel. It's language. Holy mackerel. What do you think of the ending? What do you think he's trying to say?
I think he died, but I think because he died in real life, now they can't really admit that.
That's a good theory.
Yeah, he'll never be able to admit that he got shot, but
I think
that's what happened.
I think he got shot, he died, and that was the statement on what happens when you fucking die. It just, you
just cut to black.
You just turn off.
I thought it was great.
I absolutely believe that's what he was going for there.
That dude was a fucking monster at acting.
Yeah, amazing.
It was sick.
Absolutely amazing. Yes, Mike.
I think that he could have run into the program.
What?
He could have went into the witness protection program after
That's what you got from that scene?
Yeah. I mean,
it cut to black. How does that mean he's leaving and going into witness protection?
It was Don't Stop Believing.
They just hided him.
And then what?
Because it's like, but my favorite part of the last episode.
They hided him?
They hit him. The last episode, my favorite part was when they ran over Phil, that prick with the truck. I hated that douchebag.
Phil Leotardo?
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Dude, fucking great teeth and hair ratio.
I like when they ran a prick's face over. I was laughing my ass off.
Frank Vincent.
He was. I remember listening to him on here while that was on. He was very funny.
We loved Frank Vincent. He used to come in here.
He had that fucking book.
Yes.
A guy's guide to being a man's man.
Yeah.
The book was a little rough, Pete.
Yeah. Have a little pasta vazul.
Yeah. We had to kind of fake it that day because it's Frank Vincent.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes you got to.
Sure.
Shine box.
That book sucked.
Yeah, of course it did.
Okay, good.
Of course it did.
I don't know. I read it. I enjoyed it. I mean, he got a nice forward from Gandolfini. After he got his head smacked in a car door by Pesci, what, that day?
Yeah.
I was smacking him around.
Yeah.
Nothing. It wasn't about you.
Does he, walk around wearing go get your fucking Shinebox t-shirts?
He's close to doing that, I think.
I cried when Johnny Sachs died. That was sad.
Really?
Yeah,
I felt nothing, Mike.
No, he could have been. I
feel like you would feel nothing when anybody dies.
You only cried when he died because you looked like Ginny Sachs.
No, because Johnny Sachs is, out of all the characters, if I was in the mob, I'd rather work for Johnny Sachs. I think he'd be.
Yeah, why? Why Johnny Sachs?
Yeah, you want to work the Esplanade? What?
Yeah.
No, just because, he seemed like the most compassionate out of all those guys, I think.
You make that fucking joke, right? Oh, so great.
That was so good about how fat she was.
Oh, yeah. And they're on the boat, and Paulie won't admit it, and he threw the drink at him. It was very, very nice.
I've never seen anyone have more problems with a microphone.
Oh, but
The microphone's trying to kill
no, but
itself.
the best actors I loved in that show, his mother was great. She died early. What's her name? Mary. Fuck, I forgot her name. They played Sopranos' mother. She was a great actress.
Right. I just got word that Michael Rapaport wants to come and say hi.
I fucking
Fuck
love
yeah.
Michael Rapaport.
Holy shit. I always leave out the T for savings at the end of that name. That's Rapaport, you think?
Yes.
Rapaport?
Yes, not
I think
Rapaport.
I think I've always said Rapaport. Michael Rapaport wants to come in and say hi. He was on Louis.
Yes, he was.
He's
And that
great.
fucking
He was-
episode was amazing.
He was on an episode of Raising Hope, this show that was on. It was a sitcom on Fox,
Yeah.
like 2-3 years ago, and he was fucking hilarious.
He's a great actor.
He's great.
He was in True Romance.
Yes, he was.
As the one guy who made it out of that room alive.
He was in Deep Blue Sea.
Is he here?
Coming.
Oh, great.
He's coming.
That's fucking awesome.
That's
He'll be
all-
here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we've had him on before. It's been a few years, though. Michael, he's great, Michael Rapaport. All right, we
We should
can't
get that camera out of this. We'll just move it so it's on Opie, but it's not.
Do you guys like the movie Donnie Brasco? I love
Hold
that
on, let me
movie.
tell Fonzie about moving his jacket. Your jacket's on it. Do we like Donnie Brasco? Yes, we do.
Yes.
I did.
I never saw
Pacino
that.
made me cry. He was a sad character.
Lefty, yes, he was.
Yeah, because he could have been anybody in
Got
real life.
cancer at a prick. Believe that? Cancer at a prick.
You like mob movies?
Yeah, I like Goodfellas.
Any that you don't cry at, like their fucking terms of endearment? I cried at The Godfather, Sonny.
I cried to a Full
Fredo
Metal
dropped the
Jacket,
gun.
actually, when what happened to Pyle.
He cries at like the wrong part.
Yeah, it really does. You know, it's just Fredo dropped the gun. I cried.
I cried when he killed Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? He was such a lovable guy. I mean, he didn't deserve to die at all the way he treated people. Fucking, you know, as he beats a guy to death.
Well, he
Making
might have been
fun of
asking
him.
for. I mean, those guys, you know.
Hey, can I ask you something before
Yeah.
Michael Rapaport comes in here? Did you see the picture of Caitlyn Jenner in a swimsuit?
I can't even look at that. It's so. Fuck.
Yeah, no, who needs to come in their pants, right, Mike?
No, it's. Oh God, fucking.
You're all in with the transgenders, right?
Absolutely.
They're
Let
people,
people cut
too.
their cock off and do what they want, but you know what I mean. I don't know. Just,
Why do that?
I know.
God, sorry.
No, but I mean, you know what? I don't care what other people do as long as it's not hurting other people. Who cares?
That's right.
You know,
That's a great statement.
people live their life.
More
As long as it's
people
not
should
hurting
say that.
anybody, who cares? you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's not doing nothing
I
wrong
hear
with
ya.
people. Why do they got to harass him? That was
I really
his choice.
cried when Warren got shot at the end of 10 to midnight. All these inappropriate times to get upset. The worst people alive are dying. Jesus.
But
Did you cry at the end of Downfall, too?
No, I love the Glorious Bastards when they fucking put the swastika in that douchebag.
Yeah, I know, but I cried when Hitler died in the fire. That was sad.
Yeah,
No, I was laughing when they shot
When they
him.
shot him at the end, I was like, come
he
on.
was shot. That was
Come
terrible.
on.
That was a
where's
great
the-
film. I
Were
love
you
that
okay
movie.
when Osama bin Laden died? Where are we at with that?
I wanted,
okay?
I wanted to hang that fucking prick and drag him through the streets of fucking America for a while.
Why? He seems like such a nice guy.
What
No,
do you
you know
do?
what? Just take him and fucking rip that douchebag's skin off.
You don't
piece
have
by
to say
piece.
that just because I'm here, Mike.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, that's
You-
why-
Stop putting on an act.
Pete, no, I felt like that because
I know.
when they found Bin Laden, right, that other guy that was hiding him, they should have hung that cocksucker too.
No one was
I remember
hiding.
when Bin Laden died, and like it was on the TV, and me and my mom just kind of looked at each other. We just kind of like nodded, and then we just kept eating. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that
I
moment.
know.
It was a great moment.
Yeah, you got a much closer fucking personal connection to that shit than we do.
Yeah, it was sick. I was so
But
happy.
you guys just nodded? That was it?
we just kind of looked at each other and we went, yeah, like it was pretty nice.
And the night before,
was a good
Obama
moment.
sat through that fucking correspondence dinner knowing that they were doing this raid. It was amazing,
It was sick.
cool face that he had, knowing that this was going to happen.
It's been said a lot, but just so people know, Pete Davidson's father died on 9/11. So yeah,
Yes.
you have a.
So book me and feel bad for me.
Yeah.
No, but you guys think
That's
they
how I
could've had
get
him
all my
before that?
gigs. They'll be like, well, you're not funny. I'll be like, my dad died on 9/11, right? And they're like, all right, put him in Poughkeepsie, banana. all weekend.
People give you
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie, though?
They can't fire me. My dad's dead.
No, but Pete, you think they could have got him before that though? I mean, think they might have had him before that.
Well,
I don't know.
It took a long time to find it, but maybe they wanted to get him more evidence
to get him right away. I think.
Yeah, there's no
Why
reason
would
to
we
not
wait?
get him.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to probably find out more about Al Qaeda. Who knows? You know?
I doubt they were like, we know where Osama bin Laden is, but
Let's keep on ice.
let's fucking chill a little bit.
No, but Pete, there was this thing on Staten Island. I remember it's like this thing I loved. They had Bin Laden's head being held by Uncle Sam with a bloody axe on it.
I think that was everywhere. I don't think that was just Staten Island. There's this crazy town called Staten Island where they really don't like Osama bin Laden.
I believe that was the #1 bumper sticker of 2001.
Just more meaningless fucking fake patriotism as we can continue to do the same stuff over and over again. Like, yeah, Bin Laden was a cunt. We know that. Stop giving money to these shitty countries.
You're right. There's a million more. It's like that psycho ready to do us up.
You're adorable.
I'm right. There are. I mean, you think he's the only? There's 10 million more of those fucking psychos ready to take us out.
John in Poughkeepsie on the phone. How is Jimmy not climbing the walls? This guy's a spitting image of Lady Di. I'm here to say that Jimmy's climbing the walls a little bit.
I'm climbing a ladder, and I'm looking at a beam that will support a necktie.
I feel like Mike Bocchetti would be a mall Santa and just tell all the kids that he's not real, but enjoy Christmas
I
anyway.
can't do that. I'm not a mean guy like that.
Well, I don't know why you're so hyper today.
Just
you got a lot more energy.
He only gets hyper when he's cursing someone out. Like, he'll sit there and be like, oh, okay, guys. And then someone will offend him and be like, all right, you fucking motherfucking cunt, fuck twat, fuck pussy shit.
All of a sudden he has no problem saying that word.
Yeah.
He totally collapses in rage.
But only when provoked, though, Opie. I don't look for trouble. Only when provoked. You know, I don't like to bother people, really.
All right.
Provoked.
Where's Michael Rapaport?
He might be finished.
He's still in Sway, maybe?
Well,
what else you
he's
got going on,
tremendous
Pete?
actor.
Nothing. I have nothing going on. I'm very excited for SNL to come back.
When is that, soon?
We go back in like mid-September, but the first episode is the first week of October.
Do you get bad suggestions from people about what you should do? Like, as a stand-up, you always get like, here's what you want to do, and you try this. And it's like fucking shit.
Yeah. And it's also like, I can't use something you told me.
Yeah.
So, like, it's always very uncomfortable.
Or a sketch about, like, you ought to do this thing on my boss. And it's like, your fucking boss stinks.
My family is the worst, really.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Are they?
They're all just like, hey, put this in your act. And I'm like,
what's a bad sketch idea you've got?
an idea where this guy, someone told me this one, this guy has all these passwords to get into his computer, and his mom's doing it. And by the way, it was told to me like this. You know when someone's nodding?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is fucking, like, this is some shit.
This is some
and
shit.
all
I'll
the
give you my best
passwords
shit right now.
are like balls and penis. And like, my grandpa told me that one, and I was like, yeah, actually, I was like, when you die, I won't be sad when I remember that. I was like, I'm going to remember that moment when you told me this fucking awful sketch idea.
Well, play it through, though. You never know. All of a sudden, the guy's like,
The guy says balls,
penis.
big laugh.
Right.
Nah, my grandpa's cool. He's just an idiot.
How is it doing SNL? The pressure, like they talk about, is it ridiculous?
It's fun in retrospect. Like, while you're there, you're kind of like, this is fucking insane, and I don't know how it's going. Like, even some people be like, you're doing well on the show, but it don't feel like that. Like, because everybody's scrambling and all that other stuff. But when you look back on it, you're like, oh, wow, that was cool. Yeah, me and The Rock 69'd each other.
I love
that. Fucking awesome.
Pete, I love with that.
Why does he have so much? Why do you have so
Why are
many
you
problems
touching
with
the mic? Don't touch the mic.
Okay, sorry, guys.
And then he was tangled in his
I was
headphones.
just excited about because I.
Did you see the James Franco documentary?
About SNL? Yeah.
That was the first real glimpse any of us got
That
of
was
what you
crazy.
guys go through. Because no one ever got that type of access behind the scenes. It was amazing.
It's nuts, and it's like, that's 1 week, so it's 3 weeks straight of that.
I know.
So it's that 2 more times. It's fucking.
Well, that's how we ended the documentary. You felt all the stress of what you guys go through, and then it was like, okay, and here's the next host, and we're starting all over again. Only a mere
12 hours later.
Oh, well,
after
exactly.
Sunday. Yeah,
exactly. But those table reads, it's in the documentary. Going through 50,
it's super intimidating.
Going through what, 50 ideas?
Well, it's 50 ideas, but it's also like the day before everybody's writing those ideas, and
All night long.
you're up 24 hours, and then you go right into a table read with and it's just hard to make.
It looked like there was 100 people in the room. Or in Lauren's office.
Yeah, there's about 100 people all crowded in together, and there's just nothing worse when you're just fucking bombing.
in front of everybody.
Have you had that happen? Where you?
Oh yeah. Like we're at first time doing it like a character that's bombing is the worst because you have to you have to commit because if you don't commit they get mad at you. Like they're like yeah they'll be like you're bombing and you're also not giving a fuck about what you're like you're all making us listen to this shit.
So they'll basically say if you're gonna bomb you better commit to the character. You
fucking commit, yeah, because then it makes it funny.
Because at least the character can be used for something else or give people an idea.
Right.
What was the character you're bombing with?
You got to tell us the character.
Or show us.
There was this sketch I wrote where I was serenading the whole idea was that I was serenading a girl in the window with like a guitar, but I was just singing Wonderwall really badly. And just nobody laughed.
What's the song Wonderwall?
By Oasis.
Oasis.
Okay, so how are you doing
so I was like, so maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. 100 people just staring.
How much of the song did you sing?
It's the whole song. So
he's turning red. Pete is actually turning red right now.
So
as he should be.
By the third time, like the third person had to be like, so after all, and everybody's just sitting there staring at you, just like not even.
And you knew the laughs weren't going to come.
Oh, they were not coming.
How far into it did you realize this is going to be a horribly long bomb?
After the first sing, because the whole joke was that I was singing badly. So once nobody laughed at that, I was like, wow, this is going to be really rough. And then you have like a superstar staring at you.
Who was there?
Who was that week? I think it was Chris Rock. Chris Rock.
No,
a comic. And Chris Rock staring at you when you're not doing well is very, very intimidating.
Oh, no.
Because he just looks at you kind of like, really? Is that what you wrote? And you're like, yeah. That was it. That's why some people hate when comics come on the show. Not hate, but like it's like, they come, they want to do well. But I think it's great.
Why wouldn't they like when comedians come on?
Not like people. It's like it's just a different vibe. Like someone else that does comedy, it's like they have more of like an opinion of what they
might be
want
more
to be.
critical or something.
Yeah. Whereas like a dramatic actor will just be like, all right, just do. Yeah. I'm here.
Can I? But I mean, you got comics in the room though. Don't they laugh at you and go, you bombed after the fact?
Yeah. Well,
okay,
Chris Rock's the best because like when you meet with some people, they're like you go over the idea that you want for them. And you're like, this is the idea I have. I think you could play this, da-da-da. And you have like a conversation. But Chris, he's been doing comedy for so long and he used to be at the show. It was really funny because like he knows how it works. So I'd be like, hey, I have this idea. And he'd be like, okay, write it. And then he'll just walk away. It was really fucking funny. Like, yeah. So like it's a lot different when you have someone that does stand up as opposed to like.
And has been there.
Yeah.
Doing it. Lived it. Very cool.
How long, when did you like. Because you've made 9/11 jokes. How long after your dad died were you able to do that, or did you? What did you remember? Like what started you doing that, or like the first time you did it?
When my dad died, I got this weird, like, it was so ridiculous. Like when something like that happens, you kind of just like what? Like I remember when my dad died, I got you get gifts, and I got like a PlayStation 2, and my mom got it for me. And I remember saying I was like 7, I remember her going, I guess it's not so bad that he died, right? And then she just looked at me like, you're fucking insane. But like, I always like, it made me laugh because it was so ridiculous. So I would love to do more 9/11 stuff. It's just like, I guess the place to do that would be a special. But like the roast, I felt like was the first time where it was like, a good place to do it because you can do whatever you want, and it's a good way to introduce it. And it's also, there was a joke there. It wasn't like I was just like 9/11.
Yeah,
and it removes anybody's ability to say you shouldn't make fun of. It's like people always say what you should and shouldn't make fun of, and here's Pete who suffers this thing and is able to use it somehow, because that's kind of what, to me, that's the purest form of what humor is. Like, you doing that joke, like, to me, like, that's everything that fucking comedy is supposed to be. Yeah. Exactly in that fucking moment.
Absolutely.
It's taking the worst, horrible dog shit in life, the worst, and going, all right, well, here's some way to look at it without fucking screaming out a window. Like, that to me is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Thanks. No, but that's great, dude. I was just wondering if you had done that, like, right after, if it was a reaction or something that took you years.
Yeah, I've done like stand up about it, and it's always I feel like now I'll be able to do it because there's some people know who I am, but like when you just do it at a random bar show, people are like, is he kidding about his dad dying, or is he
So
other 9/11 people survivors would probably laugh at that stuff, like cancer survivors or something, like because they wouldn't have the are we supposed to? Because they understand that your grief is real.
It's been about 75% positive from the 9/11 victims. I've had some people be like, "Hey, you should." That's disrespectful, and I'm like,
Did your mom ever get remarried or anything?
No, she never dated. That's why I was trying to get
She
Rick
never even
Springfield to
dated.
fuck her. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Someone should fuck my mom. Any backup quarterbacks out there? I want a backup, so you really pay attention to
She
her.
never wanted to get back out there.
No, I told, we had dinner yesterday, and I was like, you need to, for me and Casey, my sister, was like, for us, you have to go out there. She never dated. She just took care of me and my sister, and never dated. But so she's super tight out there, guys. You guys want my mom? Very beautiful woman. She's 46.
That's perfect for me. That's age appropriate for me.
Yeah, that'd be great. She needs someone very sexual. Like
And I'm
you.
an ass eater.
Yeah. Oh wow. Only the best for my mother.
How has she handled all this over the years? Is she
With
all
the
right?
stand-up?
No, I mean
with the
just with 9/11 and your dad and all.
She did great. I mean, my sister's going to college. She has like a 98 average. She's playing basketball. I'm telling cock jokes. So, she's happy. Like, because me and my sister turned out okay, I guess.
That was her main concern.
But like, you would never know. Like, she just immediately, when I remember what had happened, immediately she just took control and, did everything for us. So, I'm very, very lucky.
How old's your sister?
17.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So she remembers him probably like
She barely
No,
remembers
she
your
was
dad.
3, so she doesn't. She has no idea. She doesn't have any memories. I was 7, but she handles it great. Like, for someone that doesn't even have any memories at all, she's very brave. So I'm very proud of her. Wow, way to fucking break down the show, everybody.
No, I loved it. But
It's
no,
Mike Buschetti's fault.
That was very interesting.
I wanted to hear that, Pete. It was awesome to hear.
Yeah, she's great. She scores like, it's infuriating because I come from a very basketball family, and she scores like 30 points a game now.
She's good.
Yeah, and I wasn't good. Yeah. And I got the sportsmanship award.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the sportsmanship award is basically just like, hey, you suck, but thank you for not like being a dick about it.
Yeah, you handled it well.
Yeah.
You handled it like a champion.
Yeah, thank you for
played
clapping.
like a cripple, but you handled it like a champion.
You're part of Trophy Nation, I think. You're young enough to be part of Trophy Nation.
What's Trophy Nation?
Everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I am.
You're
I
part of
always
that,
got
right?
a trophy. I got
Not when we were growing
sportsmanship
up.
award. I got
Participation award.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I finally watched it on Real Sports on HBO, Trophy Nation. It just infuriated me. I don't know what we're doing to our kids by just giving everyone a trophy.
It made me feel shittier. Like, even though I was like 9 or
Really?
10, yeah, when they were like, here's the sportsmanship award, I knew what it was for. Like, I knew I wasn't out there.
Out of a third place bowling trophy after the same thing. That sucks. I threw the fucking thing out years ago. I couldn't take it.
Years ago, that means you kept it for a while.
Yeah.
Mike.
Just Mike walking. What do you think, Dice? Time to get rid of this?
Right.
Yeah.
What went through your mind where you finally, after carrying around the third place bowling trophy, what hit you where you go,
They had
I gotta
the
get rid of this thing?
We didn't remember that there was only 2 of them competing.
Why'd you throw it away finally?
Well, my
Mike?
mom and dad are 2 different people.
Yes, they are in most
Your mom and
cases.
dad are 2 different people, okay?
Yes.
My
Unless
dad
you're a
was like-
fucking
Breaking
roach,
news, everybody.
asexual.
My dad was like, get rid of that fucking loser thing. Get it the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
He was talking to your mom about you.
He might have been. You know,
What?
I know, Mike, don't
He
make
might
it real. I'm just joking.
Really?
No,
Relax. You're a comic, aren't you?
my mom was like, it's okay. Everybody can't win first place.
Or second, or
exactly.
third, or fourth,
or fifth.
or fifth. Some people can't even tie their shoes.
No,
or know what a rectangle is.
Yes.
No, I learned to tie my shoes very late in life.
Yeah, a lot of people misidentify a sheet of paper as a circle. It's okay.
No, but I wore loafers like in 3rd grade. I hated tying my shoes.
Penny loafers? Nice.
Why did you hate tying your shoes?
I was
the
a
whole
fat kid
bending
that couldn't
over.
bend. No, I was a really fat kid.
No, you weren't. You were fucking stunning.
that was
in
high
fucking
school.
high school.
Cut in high school.
Yeah, you were very handsome, like a young Brad Van something.
I should have pursued it. I was an idiot.
What, shoe tying?
pursued it.
I was really good at it. Second place.
Not a
My
sport.
mother always told me.
Yeah, but I like I said,
He
I don't
can't
know what
tie his
happened
shoes
with
because
me.
he's
I
always
didn't
fucking
think I was
pointing.
attractive at all. I didn't like how I looked.
No, yeah, the wiggle.
He can't
I didn't
tie
like
with these fingers.
It's the wiggle.
So what are you saying?
What happened?
You didn't like what?
I didn't like how I looked.
All right, so your eyesight
So you didn't
worked.
get your dick sucked in high school looking like that?
No, it was
Fuck
like
you.
a couple of years later.
That's your
we
fault.
got a
How do you know?
prostitute downtown.
Oh, Mike.
A prostitute was your first?
Yeah, she
you
was
looked
hot,
like
though.
that?
You looked great, Mike.
Yeah,
You were
I don't know.
handsome.
I was very, very shy and awkward.
Yeah.
I know. And that was the perfect time. Woman fuck like jackrabbits. You didn't have to
Woman
know the
fuck like I like how he talks like an old Indian. Woman fuck like jackrabbits.
No, those are the best days. You know what I mean? Waiting for AIDS, like
I think we
banging
got a bit
skanks
for
in
you,
the city. You know what I mean?
Knee-high shoes.
That was great. Like
You got to take this to SNL, Pete. You know that, right?
chasing
Me
bullets
like
down the street.
moccasin.
You know what I mean?
They would be
You
like,
know
it's
what I
too
mean?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's nobody like
There's
this.
no real thinking person like that.
No,
Woman fuck like Jackrabbit.
Woman fuck like jackrabbit.
no, they did. It was like there was.
Alien exist on other planets.
There was no such thing as a
I'm
friend
good
zone
with
in those
shapes.
days. No friend zone. That was bullshit. Like,
What
back-
do you mean? You would just
like,
take your women?
Woman
Or
would just
take
like
your woman?
Take
a friend
woman.
in those days
Take
was
woman.
like some ugly chick in science class nobody would touch. You know what
Can
I
you
mean?
imagine
Like-
being a
like-
chick getting called ugly by Mike Bocchetti?
I wouldn't touch this skunk.
No, but
What a fucking
that's what your
cunt.
friend was, right? Now, you know, it's like friend zones didn't exist in those days. You just had fuck girls and that was it. There's no bullshit.
You had fuck
really.
girls.
We just fucked their trapezoid pussies and got on with it.
No, you didn't have to. You didn't have to
Back
worry
in the
about
day
anything,
when
really.
they're cunts with two triangles put together. Ain't that right, Dice?
I did have this really hot.
Good boy, Mikey. Fuck that cunt. Me and you.
Fuck them.
Me and you on the road, Mike.
But I also seen Opie. I also seen Jim at the Garden with Dice. That was awesome in 2000.
Oh, I actually forgot to do that. Yeah.
I might have been on that stage for a few minutes.
Yeah, I seen you back in 2000. Jim invited me,
2000.
and
That was an amazing night.
yeah, I never forget it.
That was really nice of Dice to include me and Anthony. In that
And
whole
I had a
garden
great time that
experience.
night. I actually went with Jim Florentine.
Did you get to talk to Dice in person?
I wanted to meet him, but I was too wimpy to meet him. I was afraid of him now.
But you've been talking to his picture all those years. You would think you'd be ready to talk to him for real.
What happened was,
Oh, you should tell him that. I would love to see Dice's reaction to you be like, I used to talk.
but he was very nice to me when I reached a couple of years ago. When he was an Artie show, he said he became a fan of me.
Oh.
He's real. I love him as a person. He's really nice.
Yeah, we
He's
all
a good
like
guy.
Dice.
Dice changed my life. You know that.
It's a legend.
Yeah. I think we should go home because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Where's Michael Rapp? Where's this?
All right.
Where's this mythical hello?
That's all right.
He walked right in the shade. He was there a minute and then come here, but it's been more than a minute.
That's all right. I got things to do. We could get him back. He's local.
He's local.
Yeah. Let's get the plugs in and get out of here.
I'm gonna go tell him.
Pete Davidson is
San Jose Improv
right.
this Thursday through Saturday.
Nice. Come back and see us.
I'd love to.
You come back
I'm having
tomorrow.
so much fun.
I'll come back tomorrow. We'll
And the-
figure it out.
And don't forget, as of 34 minutes ago, Bill Burr, our pal, doing the Garden, part of the New York Comedy Festival, Saturday, November the 14th. Pre-sale started at 10. It's nycomedyfestival.com, and there is a password. It's Larry Legend 33. So just get tickets in the pre-sale, because if you wait for the regular sale, the tickets will be harder, and you won't get as choice a seating. So just go in the pre-sale.
I think this is going to sell out for real.
Yeah, but just get the pre-sale is the best way to go.
So do it now. Jimmy's going to be in Seattle.
This weekend, yes, I'm going to Parlor Live Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's a great club.
I've heard it's really good.
So much fun.
Following weekend, I'm at House of Blues, Houston, House of Blues, Dallas, back-to-back. And I got a bunch of oddball dates. And then on September 11th, I'm actually with Bill and Tig Notaro and a bunch of people. And my casino gig in Scottsdale, Arizona, my first time there, will be in January. And tickets go on sale this Thursday morning. And they're expecting that to sell out.
Nice.
I'm lying.
Oh, Taj Mahal next Wednesday.
For who?
Me.
Oh, nice.
Me and Paul Verzi.
Very cool.
Where's this, in AC?
Yeah, some little room.
Paul Kersey?
Paul Verzi.
Oh, there's Paul Kersey from Death
right.
Wish.
Paul
Do you
Kersey.
believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. You're going to meet him.
All right, go ahead, Mikey.
Okay, thanks. I'm actually going to be at the Taj, Pete, September 5th. What do you call it? With Stacey Pressman, Bob Levy, Evan Weiss, and myself. The Red Room, and come down and see us. Go to Stacey Pressman, POSSMAN.com to get tickets. Thank you, guys.
Tell Levy to stop calling me and asking me to play
I don't
my
talk to
dad.
him, really.
Ask you what?
He calls me like every day and he'll be like, "What are you doing, you skinny fuck? I got scripts." And then he'll just hang up.
No, he's always been telling me that for 30 years. I got a movie for you that's going to make you a movie star.
If I could find this Bob Levy text.
I think that's it.
Oh, he's got a text to read.
Yeah,
Bob
no
Levy
problem.
text.
Oh, the YouTube channel. We're pumping it up with a lot of videos these days. Opie Radio on YouTube. We went long form, an hour and 20-minute video from Thursday's mess with Sherrod Small and Bert Kreischer and Bert
Kevin Smith
and Bert Morgan. We have some Kevin
Brett
Smith
Morgan.
videos up there as well. We have Pete Davidson fucking with that line to Rick Springfield. That is
My
hilarious.
favorite thing I've heard in a month on the show was they
Fucking hilarious.
Rick.
Oh, thank you.
I'll retweet
Little
that
arms
again today.
going.
And then I saw it smelling behind Rich Voss's ear, that old guy.
Who smelled it? Oh my god!
I
It's still
smelled
going on.
I did it for the first time 12 years ago, easily.
Oh, wow, that's cyst.
I think your dad was still alive when I actually did it for the first time. No offense, but
My dad was looking up.
I took a
onward
whiff.
and upward.
I took a whiff because it's been a while. Holy fuck! And we put that video together
It's
too.
disgusting.
Did anyone else smell it?
Bert Kreischer lost his mind.
He enjoyed it?
And Sherrod, who's a tough fucking, a fucking street kid, he didn't have fun
I saw
with that
Bobby
either.
throw up once because of it.
Oh yeah. It's brutal. Ah.
Bob throws up a lot.
Bob Levy, love you, brother. Gonna send you a video of my son's band. Hand it to Nick Cannon and the SNL people. They are fucking insane. Should have 2 original songs to you next week. And then I didn't answer. Then 3 days later, Pete, you see the songs I sent you? They are going in the studio in a few days. They have 3 hits for sure.
Wait a minute. How did he send you the songs if they don't exist yet?
He emailed me them.
Oh, were they
I did not even listen.
they were audio. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
We might bring Pete back tomorrow. We're going to use you a little bit before you go back to the SNL days.
I would love to.
Because then you'll be gone doing that. All right, guys. That's it. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, guys.